If you are live on Instagram watching this, go to YouTube, click the link in the bio. Uncle Dust, did you set up your Instagram? Give me a thumbs up if you did. Thumbs up on the Instagram. All right, a little more warning shots for me. We are here to please the people. 10 minutes of alarm. I'm a people pleaser. Dusty. Bro, I hope you fall off that chair to start the show.
Yo!
Perfect.
Just like that. Ah! Like Hans fucking Glutener.
Hans Gluten. What up, Cone Gelato? Cass in the building. Welcome.
Cass.
Look, Dust, what's your microphone on, bro?
4 or 5.
You sure?
Is it too quiet?
No, it is not too quiet. It is the opposite.
How about now? How is it now? Is that good? Let's get a vote going. Let's wait for the vote. Let's do 10 minutes of votes to see if my mic is all right.
Put it around 4.5, I'd say. 4.5 seems to be a good number where our balance is pretty good. Suck it, dickhead. All right, come on. Let's go 4.5. So welcome. Original WHigz Live. I don't believe that's 4.5. Let me hear you talk right now, Dusty.
This is 4.5, bro.
There's no way that's 4.5.
Is it too low?
Yeah, now it's too low. Let's get it to 5.
Jesus
Let's do it.
Christ, Latter-day WHigz, dude.
Wait, now you're getting louder. Do you know? Come on, bro.
Yeah, you just said it was too loud. You said it was too low.
Your mic control is fucking horrible, bro.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm not a fucking professional rapper that is rapped in front of audiences and crowds of all sorts, sir. Okay? I'm just a lone little man, little wiggle wolf out here, that just decided to do a little podcast with the people. Can you hear me, little peoples? I hope you can hear me.
So welcome, Original WHigz Live. Give you a little idea what we're going to get into tonight. We're going to talk about the Donald Trump situation a little bit. Don't worry about it. He's good. We'll get into that. You know what I mean? The WHigz gotta, he tapped on the WHigz shoulder. We got in touch with our contacts. It's probably going to be all right. You know what I mean? We're going to talk Tekashi X9 getting his ass whooped. We're going to talk about the top surgery expert. All right? The man who removes titties from here to Mississippi, you know what I mean? To Russia, to Ukraine. We're going to talk about our man, Dr. It's a little debate. Is it Dr. Bleachfield? Is it Dr. Blackfield? We're not really sure, but we're going to get into that. We're going to get into the guy who used to create Oculus for Facebook has now created apparently an Oculus VR that you can die if you play the game. All right. I don't know if this shit I don't think it's in market yet, but he's at least has a concept VR set that can murder people. We can get into that. All right. We're going to get into all sorts of shit. You know what I mean? Of course, we got Check the Transmission on the docket and plenty of other things. Of course, the Check the Transmission will be in the building tonight. We got a little song to go along with a little ad that the top surgery doctor put out. Seems highly inappropriate. We'll get into that a bit. And, derail many times as we always do. So what's the word, Dusty? Talk to me.
Just reading these comments. And listen, Ranger Dan is making poor life decisions, Cliff. I don't know if you knew that.
Where's Ranger Dan? He's in here?
He's making... Khan's saying he's making poor life decisions yet again. And I have to agree. I got to agree.
Ranger never checking in either, man. And it's ironic because he was the first one from the Matt and Shane Secret Podcast server that we actually let into our server. Him and Not Your Fan, and neither one of them ever check in on the Wigger.
No love.
But then the rest of the MSSP dudes that tried to ruin the WHigz reputation are now family and officially conjugal WHigz, you know. So I don't know what's going on, Raging Dan, man. I don't know what's going on here, bro.
We don't know.
I'm starting to hurt my vid. I don't know who requested that that I smoke a blunt this week, but we're going blunts this week. You know what I mean? I told Wifey grab me a blunt. I ain't never in my damn life bought a pack of Backwoods. This bitch brought Backwoods. So here
that's
I
a
am.
Cali loves some Backwoods too.
Yeah, New York likes them too. I don't love the way they smoke and they're harsher.
You know what I smoked the other day? Not in a blunt.
Nope.
It was probably what you smoked was the Dutch Masters, bro. I smoked a Dutch, but not in a blunt.
Yeah.
I needed something to smoke, and my wife had bought them for the son. My son likes to smoke Dutch Master blunts, and he had left them while he attended his new college for a little bit.
See, I can't roll Backwoods good. That's why I'm not even getting a good fucking hit right now.
Well, if you weren't wiggle lipping it all the time.
Jesus Christ, I got to work for that hit right there, right now. Backwoods are fucking, bro. I fucking hate these motherfuckers, boy. I cannot stand a fucking Backwood, but you know, special request. I don't remember who said it. It was either Shat or Bones. It might have been my brother Bones that requested the blunt.
Shat had a good point the other day on the live when I was trying to figure out Instagram, and he was talking about why don't they do size of penises per country, and he said why don't they do depths of pussy by country?
Huh. Yeah, is there even a gauge for that?
I don't know, but there have to be, like, right? I mean, women root around in there. It's like I don't know who thinks that women aren't rooting around. They're in. I mean, ever since they're in their days of sexual experimentation as a youth, they're rooting around. I'm sure it doesn't stop as they get older. You could put a weight on there that goes all the way in the wet part, like a chalk strip.
Yeah, that's how you'd have to do it. That's how you'd have to do it. You'd have to do it like the same way they drop like a line to maybe get like a kid out of a well. You'd have to put a woman on her head, you know what I mean, legs up in the air, and maybe drop in like a little ball tied to a rope. You know what I mean, like the same way you'd rescue somebody from a well.
Correct.
And then just drop it in till it hits its capacity, and then you know, just like an oil stick. You know what I mean? You mark it. You know what I mean? Pull it out.
Science.
Hey. Yeah, science.
Yes.
Let's see if we could do this real quick. Let's look up average vagina depth per.
I think that's only fair because everybody has seen the average size for penis size, you know, average penis length in by country. Yeah. We've all seen that.
Always talked about. Let's see if there's anything. Let's see if Google got anything on this. I think this right here is what you call wigger journalism. You know what I mean?
Wiggleism.
What am I smoking? I'm smoking sativa at the moment. It's what's this shit called? Seven Hills Blackjack Small Buds. That's what I'm smoking right now.
Why don't you do a song with Illa G, Cliff?
I mean, if BKC could hook me up with him, I mean, I know me and him would smash out on the track.
How about get an Illa G Cliff track? Focus.
See if you could get hooked that up, BKC. I won't disappoint. I'll definitely smash out. There's no question about that. Illa G's been around a long time. Salute his longevity.
Yeah. Like an Illa G.
I'm gonna kill this woman for buying a goddamn fucking Backwood.
What do you usually smoke them in?
I'm a Dutch Master lifer.
Oh, Dutch Master.
Yeah, Phillies are a little bit.
I smoked one and I got it. I don't smoke blunts regularly. I'll take some out. Like I got one right here from Bobby. Rolled this in. I don't know what even this is, dude. She buys those like $2 wraps.
Bones.
And it's like whatever the hell that is.
So you smoked a straight up Dutch Master cigar.
Yeah, I smoked it by itself, dog.
No weed.
And it was better than this bullshit I'm smoking right here that I had Brandon give me because I didn't have time to get dip or another. I got a Black and Mild though.
So let's check this out. How deep is the average vagina? A report in the BJOG, whatever the fuck is that? The blowjob organization of Ghana, maybe, or some shit.
The better
Right?
better journalism of China.
Yeah. It's actually the International Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology. Says the average depth of a vagina is about 3.77 inches.
Come on.
So why you been doing so
this?
Bad? Why you been doing so bad all these years?
This is propaganda.
I'm telling you.
This is white propaganda, dude. I'll never say that about anything. This is Whitey's propaganda, dude. I don't believe Whitey is up to no good all the time. But goddamn it,
this?
Fuck no. What?
My cousin has a shallow puss.
I'm saying. Shout out to 3. What? But deep, but can stretch. So even that 7, 8 max. Come
That's
on,
what it's saying.
We've all seen
blacks. Vagina, 3.8 inches. I don't even buy that shit. You know what I mean? I mean, because I've hit the wall quite a few times, and I know my shit ain't nowhere near. Goddamn, 3.8. You know what I mean? I know that. This
look at me, I'm Cliff. I like to show off. And
3 to 6 inches. Oh yeah, so 3 to 6. That makes a little more sense. Childbirth and menopause can change the depth of vagina. No shit. Which vagina? How deep is a vagina? According to a small, bro, they put their figures in like 7 women, and they're like, "This is a study." They grabbed like local bitches from the fucking.
I mean, because this is like 3. So my little middle finger, my Trump hand, is like 3, almost 4 inches, maybe. So
middle finger.
Even when you're,
I'm not buying these statistics, man.
At 14, come on, man. Before menopause and before babies.
I am not buying these goddamn statistics here, bro.
Ill-minded. Salute, brother.
Oh, yeah. White Owls, that's number 2. Dutch Masters is number 1. White Owls is my number 2 if I can't get Dutchies. And those Garcia Vegas they make now that are the wraps that are the kind of like the little blunts that come, them shit's all right, too. Raw papers, that's my other joint. That's the other thing. Right now, I got Zigzag raw here, but I fuck with
did you guys ever use Randy's out there on the East Coast?
Randy's? No, it was Randy's.
It was a rolling paper, and then it had a wire in it. So when you got down to the roach, you could bend the wire and use that so you didn't burn your fingers?
Nah.
Was that a West Coast
thing? So it was rolling papers, and it had a wire in it? Is that what you're saying?
A little tiny wire, bro. Like a paper. It had like a real weak paper clip that was straightened. And you could easily bend it. Yeah, it was dope, dude.
I don't know if I ever fucking heard of that shit, bro. I don't think I've ever even heard of that. But hold on, real quick.
It's cause I love my
WHigz.
I shed blood for all my WHigz. Let a wigger holler. Where my WHigz?
Where my WHigz?
All I wanna hear is right here, my wigger.
That's for lead right there. What they really want from a wigger? Somebody let me know. Right, Dusty?
That's what's up.
What they want, Dusty? What they want from a wigger, bro? The wired in roach clip. Is that what they call? Is that so? Wait, are you familiar with this BKC? You got I think we're right around the same age, but you got a couple on me. So maybe that was a little earlier with the East Coast game. All right, let's parse out this vagina shit a little more, play the intro, then get rolling. You know what I mean? And then we'll officially get rolling. So the vagina can also stretch to 6 inches or wider. Oh, so are they talking? No, see, that's depth. 6 inches wide during childbirth, bro. I mean, I'm not buying this shit either, bro. You're telling me, fuck.
What's the name of the paper that did that? It was like a medical.
You heard what it said. It didn't even name the paper. The shit said a small study, which means they just stuck their fingers in like fucking 12 women, and we're like, 3 inches. You know what I mean?
This one right here is measuring vagina by centimeters.
Well, that's what it is. It's 7 to 10 centimeters. Well, bro, you got to realize most of the world uses goddamn fucking centimeters. We're like one of the only countries. You know?
At what year did you realize that was basically a trunk on a human body?
What's that?
That like a woman's vagina could be used as like a small trunk.
When did I realize it could? So what are you trying to say? What are you trying to throw? You
Like
think
when you
think
like,
do enough?
yeah.
We're trying to fucking throw tires in bitches.
I mean, as a kid, you're like, you know, okay, sex, and then you're like, then you find out that this thing can be stretched to unimaginable things by watching.
Like this, once you know about childbirth, right? Once you know for sure that that's where children come out of, you kind of put that together, right?
I don't think
That's
so.
what it is.
I would say no. I would say you don't know, because I've seen things go in there that are
Shit.
so much bigger than babies that it's and they just walk. They're walking around with a trunk. They're walking around with a.
Yeah, I'm not buying this study. I'll tell you that shit. This is definitely like this study was done in Ireland. You know what I mean? This is like fucking up. I'm only getting about 3.78 in. That must be it. You know what I mean? That study over. You know, that's as far as it goes. You know what I mean? Some fucking definitely some cracker ass fucking study, bro. No question about it. Oh, that's it. Can't get no further. You know?
I like this one. You know what? These guys are all right with me. This type of propaganda is all right with me.
You're all right with this fucking this white man propaganda?
I'm okay with this right here. This must be from the now defunct Stormfront
website.
Stormfront.
Is it now defunct? Is that true?
I mean, I haven't been getting my news daily. I haven't been getting my. I'm signed up for their email clip. I don't fucking know.
You're stupid as fuck. All right, let's run the intro. Then we'll get into some shit. Keep it going. Keep the train rolling. All right. Couple things to always keep in mind.
I'm Irish American, and never would I pretend to be an African. You needing to hit.
Chicks are into Wicca.
I may be a white boy, but I'm not stupid.
Yo, my internet decided to crash for a second while I was trying to stop the fucking loop. I started panicking, bro. I was like, oh, I was over here like, okay. So it was good. Dusty. How's everybody doing, man? It's wicked time. Let's talk some shit.
Also, ill-minded remember them days dipping Phillies in honey. On the West Coast, we didn't get into Phillies till way later, but we were dipping joints. You know, early 90s, putting a little honey on the joint.
Yeah. That's that. The Woo got people on that honey blunt shit too heavy. Like, obviously, it was a known thing in the hood and people did it, but Woo were the ones who like talked about it in tracks and shit. I think first, right?
Yeah, we were like bongs heavy before blunts because we were bongs and joints.
Yeah, Cali shit in general. That's where that's the real weed. That's where the real weed smoking shit. You know what I mean? You know, really, at the end of the day, I mean, Cali, what is Cali? Can a wigger get a lank? Yeah, I'm sure you could hop on in a minute. Ian, why not? I know. Hopefully the crowd will, listen, audience. Give our brother our bald-headed wigger from Chicago. Give our bald-headed wigger from Chicago a little love when he gets on here. I don't know how anybody could dislike Ian at all.
If you could just please Google.
Oh
Ian
no,
Ellis
no,
Canada-
no, no. I can see it, but that's my brother.
Let me finish. I'm saying Google his comedy club picture, and it makes you happy. Like when you see his professional photo shoot, you go, "This guy's the man. He's all right."
Yeah, but the only problem is he hasn't been on a stage since fucking 2007. I'm like, I know.
No, if fucking Tony Hinchcliffe would pay him his goddamn money,
We'll talk about
we could
that.
we could get past this whole thing,
right,
and Tony can
right.
finally come on the WHigz.
They're already on them. Before Ian even gets the link, we go. We got the Boo Birds. We got Bellin in the building, producer of the whole Ian Ellis network, essentially. You know what I mean? With apologies, producer. Philip Wave Radio. That's pretty much Ian Ellis. Top to bottom. But Bellin helps out on every other level with the whole Ian Ellis empire. He is not trash. Ian Ellis is a nice guy. You guys leave him alone. You leave him alone. Look at this. Bones. Cliff Notes. Ian is fucking no. I love Ian. I legitimately love the dude. He fucking makes me laugh. You know what I mean? Literally read chat when Ian goes.
Hey, go back and listen to the With Apologies WHigz prior to With Apologies with the WHigz.
Yeah.
And then we slowly transitioned into WHigz with Apologies, a couple eps that we did that are, in my opinion, they're fucking full of gems, dude.
They're always good, man. They were
so good.
It's just different. The thing is like, in general, we do a 2-man show, right? It's not like, Protect Our Parks. It's not like fucking With Apologies. It's not where you have 4 or 5. It's not like RDA used to do, like Kaz does on a lot of his stream, Cosmic Cam. It's not like that, like, group thing as much, right? So, like, the people who do fuck with us fairly regularly, they're just used to that, that 2-person bounce back and forth dynamic. So, like, it's like anything else, right? Like, you fuck with people's, norm or whatever you want to say. You know what I mean?
I say give my boy a shot. Give my boy.
Oh yeah, no, we'll shoot Ian a link in a minute.
What
we get into first? What do you want to talk about first? No, damn it! Fuck those Manosphere dudes. I'm with Bellin. That was Bellin, Ian's producer. I'm with Bellin on that. There's certain gems you could take from the Manosphere dudes, those Manosphere dudes. But at the end of the fucking day, if you have a daughter, you can't really fuck with those Manosphere dudes too heavy. You know what I mean? Because there's an underlying fuck woman, like just floating around in there. And same reason I can't fuck with, and I respect trans, do what you do, but when it comes to the sports, same way I can't fuck with, a newly transformed person, taking a girl and slamming her on her spinal cord. It's like the same thing with the Manosphere shit,
You just don't support winners, you're saying.
I guess you know what? Maybe I'll put my daughter into wrestling and request, right? I'll go searching for a trade just to teach her a lesson. You know what I mean?
You want to make somebody that has a potential for a hate crime later in life? Just do that, Dad. Just have her go against nothing but men that have transitioned to women and everything, and see if maybe something bad happens in about, I don't know, T minus 10 years.
Yeah. No, I got you, JD. I just wanted to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I agree with the shit he says with a lot of the Manosphere shit. No, but I'm not saying that you're a Manosphere. No. I didn't say that at all, my brother. Definitely didn't say that. Wasn't it? When Ian's producer, overcompensated, to be quite honest. See, what I got to do, you know what we got to do for real? Maybe the call-in shit is good for when Ian's on. Because then some of the dudes that don't really like getting on camera, but they'll be willing to just dial a fucking phone. You know what I mean? Maybe they'll get on and Ian and them can have a little conversation that way. Maybe that would be interesting, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Well, where's the number?
Maybe we'll do that if Ian's down. Because I know they're going to talk shit about Ian. So it's only right for, at some point them to be able to hash it out in some way. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
So what should we do? What should we do right now? Do you want to talk a little bit about the Trump situation? Do you want to talk Tekashi? Do you want to talk the Oculus situation? What do you want to do?
I like the Oculus, honestly.
We'll go with that. Go with that Oculus shit real quick.
I'm feeling it. I'm
This
feeling the old
fucking-
Ock.
This fucking
What's good, Ock?
shit. This outrageous. Did they call him Ock? Did they call the dudes at the corner store Ock in Cali too?
No, I didn't. You know what? I truly didn't know what that meant until like I
Yeah.
swear to God, like a couple months ago. Ahmed, I didn't know it was Ahmed.
Yeah, I guess it comes from Ahmed. Probably that's the root of it. But bottom line, yeah, like it's either Papi or Ak. You know what I mean? But even the Spanish dudes ended up being Ak. You know what I mean? It just transitioned. You know, it used to be like
we
a
were
mixture
saying
between Papi and Ak. Now it's just Ak.
We would just be like Mo. We would call him Mo. Just be like
Yeah.
Mo because it was always Moham. It was always Muhammad. So we'd be like Mo. We're going to Mo's, dude. Go to liquor and porn. Go to Mo's liquor and porn.
Okay. But was it a thing that everyone did on the West Coast, or that was just your little crew that did that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. Turns out California didn't. I doubt they would go along with what we were doing in our little community.
No. What do you mean, bro? I'm talking about that's some community shit. That Ak shit on the East Coast was just what the hood, right? Everyone in the hood, when they go into the bodega, right? Bodega talk, they would call them Ak. So was there a name for it in Cali?
Well, yeah. I'll tell you what, it rhymes with
no, not the racist name, racist name.
Well, I'm just being honest because you're talking 90, you're talking early 90s, and then the LA riots popped off, and most people would be like, I'm going down to the old Bink store.
Bink store. Okay, so it was a lot of Chinese people that ran the stores by you. Right? That makes sense. Menace to society and
that
in New York,
that was normal.
Right. On the East Coast, it's mostly either someone Middle Eastern or Spanish. Those were like the two main people that own bodegas in the New York area. You know, Chinese, but they would say that for the Chinese food. They would say, the Rinks spot, like you were just saying. You know what I mean? Like, let's go get.
Or it was a Spanish joint where it was like geared towards people that just got here, where it was everything from Mexico, not really a lot of things that were American. And there was like the Jose. You just be like, "That's the Jose's." Go over to Jose's. See what you got.
It's
always had the weird sodas and stuff.
Habib. That's another thing that you might call the bodega, the dude at the bodega. Habib. That's another one. But Ak, that's a big one. Papi, of course. Hold on. My man's been riding for the WHigz hard lately. We gotta just snapped my bike chain and ate shit on the ride home from work. Yo, that's true. God damn, brother. Yo, here's to you, Dusty.
Jesus, salute, brother.
Let's take a shot.
You know what? I'll take a shot. I'll take a shot for you, big dog.
I'm sipping on.
I hope you have a better evening.
Some cherry brandy. That's where I'm at tonight.
I'm going.
What you got there?
I'm giving it away. But Aunt Janice got rid of. I would never buy this, but Aunt Janice quit drinking.
Hold on. Can I hand you these Tums?
No shit. I took a heartburn earlier. My WHigz friend.
Take them.
Oh, I'll take it.
Take it. Grab it real quick.
Oh,
you ready? Got it. All right. So let's take a shot for my man. Yo, this is rest in peace to my man D, to his bike chain. Did you take a shot, bro? If you better not have took it, or are you putting on your bro?
Dilla gets he gets the Wigga Libre.
Bro,
this for you, big dog. That's a rough go. That's a rough go, my friend.
Bro, that shit's made for a Mexican youth. Like you just try to put that shit on your head, bro. That shit's like putting a Trojan on fucking Ron Jeremy. You know what I mean?
This is the sound you make when you're about to do a shot with the ways you go. You just go like this.
I don't know if I can do it. You ready?
Cheers, brother.
Oh, that was a nice little guzzle. That's for you, D. Keep the WHigz lubricated. You know what I'm saying? My girl Bex. What's up, Bex? I hope all is well. Last time I spoke, you said all wasn't super well. I hope that's improved since then. Papi, okay. Yeah, the Papi store. That's the other one. That's the other joint. This show needs music. Why? We should have like a little a little underlying. Hold on. Yo, speaking of Shat Radio, this is one of Shat Radio's beats. We got to put it low or it'll interfere with the microphones. We can leave it low. Just chilling in the background a little bit. Let's let everyone hear it fully first so they can hear the beat because the beat's dope as fuck. We're going to turn it down. Shat Radio. Take it down now. Let it be the background music.
That's dope.
Little
bro.
background wigger music.
That's
I don't know if it's
hella
fake.
dope.
Let us know if the music is affecting our audio quality because sometimes that happens in the streaming apps. BKC, cheers, my brother. I hope you buy 2 bikes for the price of 1 tomorrow. Stupid. Looks like the Wish version of the GIMP from Pulp Fiction. yeah, it does. Put it back on. That shit look like the dollar store fucking GIMP from fucking Pulp Fiction out here, bro. Bro, I swear to God, bro. I know that shit is not made for a man with your fucking head. Look at that shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You little Dusty. Dusty wants to put a ball gag in your mouth and stick 2 fingers in your booty at the same time right now. You know what I mean? Dusty wants to get extra freaky. When Dust wants to get gay, he just puts that shit on and he's like, it's not me. It's not me. You know what I mean? Dust to go suck a dick through that small ass youth fucking Libre hole in the front. It's not me. I'm a different person when I wear the mask. It's the only way. Ill-minded, my brother. BKC. Josephus. It doesn't need music, Bone says. The Quiet Storm. Yeah. I personally made him beats, but he never showed. You son of a bitch, Agent Led. All right. Talk that shit. Okay. Now let's give Agent Led. Talk that shit, boy. That's produced by Agent Led. We've played this beat on the show probably 6 times. The thing is, Agent Led was probably too busy skydiving or buying crypto fucking coins to listen to those episodes. You son of a bitch. You crypto coin fucking skydiving cocksucker. I love you, bro. Fuck on out of here, bro. All right. Both of them beats are fire. See, Led, you gave me the beats before StreamYard would let you just put a beat in the sound section, and we it was early on, and we didn't even know how to like play beats in the background properly or any of that shit. Not an ounce. Fuck you, bro. I'll give you an ounce of crypto coin. I'll shoot it out my asshole into your fucking coin jar. You cocksucker. Fuck on out of here, bro. Yes. Very dope beats. He sent me quite a few, and I will be using some of them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right, we're pretty caught up on the joint. Let's pull this craziness up real quick. We'll obviously stop the music once we get this rolling. But that's not a bad idea, though. Put a little background music. It is the WHigz after all.
I like it.
Right? I think it's a good look. We've talked about it in the past, but never actually did it. So
we did. We have, man. And I mean, both of those are both of those sound great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, both of those beats are fire, bro. And I will use them at some point. It's just, but I'm so fucking busy, Dust. I'm trying so hard to create so much goddamn content and still be a good father and still make money. You know what I mean, bro? People don't even understand, bro. That's why when people sit there and try to tell me they don't got time for shit and they're creators, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Bro, listen, unless you got 3 fucking kids, a cunt wife, all right, do a bunch of different shit, make money, you know, and do everything top to bottom, produce this goddamn fucking show with Dust's help in certain instances. But I'm out here trying, you motherfuckers. All right? Fuck out of here, man. All right, Dust, let's go. Let's get into this shit. 2023. We're getting to the point of Strange Days and Angela Bassett, apparently.
Oh, such a great movie.
Last. See what we got cooking here.
Oculus founder Palmer Luckey created a VR headset that kills you if you die in the game. It's an old trope in a lot of dumb sci-fi movies that involve virtual reality. You die in the game, you die in real life. In said movies, characters get trapped in a video game and must play for their lives. If their avatar perishes, so do they. Well, it appears that someone has actually willed this trope into reality. That is, someone created a VR headset that literally kills you if you lose a video game. Fun, right? The creator is not just any someone, but Palmer Luckey, the 30-year-old virtual reality wonderkind, defense contractor, Trump funder, and co-founder of Oculus, the VR firm Facebook bought in 2014 for a cool $3 billion. To stay up to date with latest top stories, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the button above this video. Luckey dropped a blow.
So this is my man right here. So you think, just in case you might think it's fake, you know what I mean? But because it's the AI, it's just like, and the avatar, and then you die when you play. Like, this shit is legit. This is actually Ricky Bendejo. Straight up, brother. That's the point. You know what I mean? Look at this shit, though. The Oculus creator, who was later fired by Facebook, created a VR headset that can kill people in real life if they die. I mean, this is where we're at, Dusty. We've got here. We've arrived.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of happy about it.
You had to have it because a bunch of dumb dickheads will die.
I mean, yeah. This is how we even out. Even if I know Elon goes, oh, we don't have enough people,
right.
But there's nothing wrong with thinning the retard herd.
Right. I wonder if people will start committing murders with this shit. Like, get to the point where they're about to die in the game. Right? They know it's about to happen. They just put it on someone else's head. You know what I mean? Just motherfuckers just in Walmart shopping. You know what I mean? And then there's the Oculus fucking VR serial killer. He just goes, pong. You know what I mean? Pong. It just fucking takes people out. What do you think? You think that's possible?
I mean, anything's possible, brother. I mean, it could definitely be. I mean, does this shoot like 2 needles in your eyeballs?
Let's see. Let's try to read into it a little bit. Let's see what we got here. All right. Palmer Luckey, who designed Meta's Oculus. So this is a dude who created Oculus. So for Christ's sake, bro.
So you could have went sexually, get jerked off by like porn VR. And he went to the extreme other way.
Right.
Of murder VR.
Right. Fucking murder VR. The idea of trying your life to virtual avatar has always fascinated me. Luckey sold Oculus, the backbone of Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse pivot to Facebook. Okay, so he sold Oculus. He created it, sold it. All right, so let's see what we got here. The idea of trying your life. Let's see if there's any like description. All right, so Palmer Luckey's. Look at it. So it's a sword.
What is this He-Man sword? What is this? What is this?
By the power of Grayskull, I will kill myself. Like, what the fuck are they talking about here?
You got a samurai Japanese fucking pre-World War II fucking stab yourself in the chest with a sword.
Excalibur sword, bro. That's the sword from Final Fantasy 1.
It's never as exciting as the movies are when you see it in reality. Which
all right, let's see though.
I'm happy with this.
This obviously the sword is the weapon. Let's see. All this funky shit coming out the head might be the shit to kill you. You see these dicks? This is for people that want to suck 3 dicks also. You know what I mean? You can suck 3 little string dicks.
Yeah. It's for his boys.
Swing your sword.
Telling him he's the smartest motherfucker in the world, and you're the best, dude.
All right, so let's peep it here. You ready? Luckey said that unlike the fictional version of Nerve Gear, he could not figure out how to kill the wearer with powerful microwaves, and instead used explosives for his morbid creation. When an appropriate game over screen is displayed, the charges fire, instantly destroying the brain of the user. Luckey sold Oculus for $2 billion, and speculated that his right-wing political donations could have been to blame. That's why he had to sell, maybe. As for his lethal headset, Luckey said it's just a piece of office art for now. It also, as far as I know, is the first non-fiction example of a VR device that can actually kill the user, but it won't be the last. This is not fake, unfortunately. It's not a joke. My bro, I bought a house of crypto. You still in my baby? Hey, I got a house too. All right, you cocksucker. It's not probably as nice as yours, but it's a house, and I own it. But salute on the crypto house, though. You know, I love you, and I'm glad for you, bro. You know what I mean?
They can, They can. So he's gonna have to have an example at some point, right? Has he tested this on animals? Is there any animals lucky enough to get his?
Yeah. How did he
treatment?
figure out that it could kill shit? You know what I mean? I guess
that's
that's the question. Did he kill a motherfucker? This dude got like 15 bodies in some closet. Like, I know it works. Trust me, but I'm not putting it out right now. but I know it works. You know?
I mean, I feel like he needs to get pushed to a demonstration where he eventually uses it on himself.
Right. But bro, I mean, this is where we at though, and of course, all this shit reminds me of because we came up with this shit right here. You know,
I just watched it not too long ago. I watched it.
Classic. Oh, you're talking to Shat. Producer battle. You know what I mean?
We can do that. That's always good.
But, yeah, hell yeah, that would be dope. We could definitely do that one day.
Better than lethal injection. That's a good point. That is a good point.
Well,
to be used on death row as an option.
Right. For a death row option. See, now we're talking. That's smart. Then you.
This guy might be the smartest motherfucker ever invented, and that's what he knew he was leaning towards, because it's the only people that would buy his shit would be the guy that's gonna murder somebody for raping and killing and pillaging.
Right. Yeah, bro. I don't know. They tested it on chimps. That's what Mel's saying. Maybe she looked into it. I don't want to like go crazy looking into it, but I'm gonna assume that maybe she's right, or maybe she's theorizing. But the bottom line is, as much as we want this to be a goddamn joke, it ain't a fucking joke. But then, it gets me thinking, because like then it's like, people be like, oh, it's this new age and But motherfuckers been playing Russian roulette since goddamn when? When did Russian roulette get invented? It wasn't no damn VR set. It's just there's gonna be some sick motherfuckers that are gonna say, fuck it, I'm gonna try this shit.
Well, yeah, it's gonna lead to some deaths. I mean, for sure. I mean, what is he gonna do? I mean, it's like if Elon Musk sells those flamethrowers or whatever he's got.
Yeah, but I don't think there's any deaths on the flamethrower.
Well, there's 68 deaths. When Kurt Cobain killed himself, it led to 68 copycat suicides.
Is that true?
That's a fact that we know about with letters. This is not satire.
So what are you saying? So because Elon Musk created a flamethrower,
this is going to get done with or without this guy. Somebody else is going to make it, and they're going to try it out, and we will see a death because this article happened.
When do you think? How long till we get the first official death outside of this, whatever this fucking psycho did to test it? How long you think? What's your time window? 2 years. I like that time window.
Yeah.
Like that time window. I'm thinking two to 4. You know what I mean?
2 to 4. I like it.
2 to 4.
I can go 2 to 4. I go to 2 to 4.
2 to 4. I thought this shit was fake too. Then I started looking at this shit. I mean, think about how nefarious that is too. You know what I mean? He's like, for now, it's just an office, whatever the fuck he said. Like, bro, what you're doing right now is you're basically putting out feelers, right? By him doing this, he's saying, all right, so who's coming with a bill? Is it the government? Is it China? Who's coming with a couple billion for this shit right now? That's what he's doing. He's feeling the market out.
Yeah. Capitalism.
This guy was probably forced to sell his shares because his facial hair is atrocious. You ain't lying, bro. That's just like the worst fucking facial hair decision ever.
I'm sure if we asked him, he would say that he built it to make the money. If you really got down to the brass tacks, obviously, it's like he knew somebody would buy this.
The Oculus joint. Well, I mean, yeah, and because he's a sick fuck. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even think about actually creating that unless you got a real fucking, like, you're a sick puppy. You know what I mean? You're a sick puppy if you create that shit. And make ChatGPT talk dirty to you. Well, listen, we all know there's going to be applications of all this technology that's going to be great, especially for the perverted men.
I think we need to relax on ChatGPT after what it said about me that you sent me.
I sent to you. I sent Ian his too.
Was it nice to Ian? Was it nice?
Ian's was accurate. Like, Ian has enough. Ian has enough shit as his like actual human name with stand-up gigs
Yeah.
that it gave him like just like a description. Like, was I put Ian Ellis, stand-up comedian in Chicago? So it get, it had it. There's enough to play with there. Focus CDS, almost impossible to find because there's so many things with focus in the beginning.
Yeah.
Uncle Dust, your shit was like somewhat right, and then it turns you into like like you are on Comic View.
Yeah,
it's like Uncle Dust has been sharing his comedy through Comic View and other stand-up specials.
Comic View, bro.
It was some shit. It was some shit like that. You know what I mean? I was like,
that's like if I decided that I was gonna be like a comedian in 1990, if I Comic View, and also said it. Yeah,
why don't you decide to pay your internet?
That ain't
Once
me.
you decide to pay your internet, so I can hear what you're saying.
I mean, you're in Pennsylvania where the Amish are. As far as I know, you're Amish, and I think that you're on sabbatical. Amish sabbatical. As far as I know,
I'm on some Flintstone shit. Like I gotta move my feet the whole time.
You got the kids out there running in a gerbil thing that powers the fucking Wi-Fi. I know it, dude.
Yeah. Straight the fuck up, bro. But yeah, so this shit, like I said, we're getting close to Angela Bassett, Strange Days. One of the most classic sci-fi movies ever, if you ask me.
It's a great movie, bro.
And it also reminds me of this shit, which I never, ever watch shit with subtitles or overdub because it drives me crazy. But my oldest daughter was down like 2 months ago, and we looked for random shit just to watch late at night when we're just chilling and neither one of us seen. We put this shit on. I highly recommend this shit, bro.
All right.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's basically, I still don't understand it completely because I missed like the first episode and she can't explain shit. My oldest daughter. But the main premise of it is something where they're trying to like escape some realm or some multiverse shit happened to some weird shit. And in order to try to get back to where they're from, right, they go in these games, and all the games, most of the people die in. Some people might survive, and one of the joints they put on a headset, and they get their pop topped off like this shit, like this guy created. So I wonder if he's seen that.
So these guys are all stealing their ideas from Total Recall, bro. Basically,
pretty much Strange Days, Total Recall, all that classic shit. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going down. Well, like they say, life imitates art.
Not Total Recall,
but.
What am I saying?
Blade Runner.
No. Not Blade Runner.
Tron.
Running Man.
Transformers.
No. Running Man. Running Man.
Running Man.
Where it's a game show.
Man.
It's a game. It's like for not. It was for our era where we weren't lazy. We had to put a goddamn headset on to get ourselves murdered when we ran out. We had to go fight people physically, and then you got blown up. Was Running Man.
What about Running Trans? You ever see that shit? You know what I mean? Running Tran, and but it's the opposite, right? if they get to the end, they get their dick blown off and they're happy. So whoever wins gets surgery, basically.
So it was like this. It was like wherever I went, I was tucking.
Yeah. So you're pulling lines from the shit. Ain't no one can remember that crazy shit. All right.
You don't remember that from Forrest Gump? Come on.
Nah, kind of. Shoot Ian the link. What we'll do, right, just to mitigate the Ian hate, we'll play Check the Transmission when he gets on, right? So I think that'll help to mitigate the Ian hate just a little bit. Because then we'll be playing a game, and then Ian will probably want to talk about Mark Harley or one of these other fucking, people, or, I've been inboxing with Mark Harley, so he won't get it. I can't talk shit about him yet, you know what I mean? Just in case we can get his ass on one day, you know what I mean? We can't get into it yet, but yeah, he's actually a nice guy in the inbox. Who knows what he is in real life, if he's really fucking, choke slamming his wife or not. But I seen him getting beat up. He sent me a video I didn't see nowhere else, like showing me his wife attacking him, like a completely different video than the ones that other people have. I was like, listen, bro, I'm not going to put it up unless you tell me to, because I'm not one of these fucking Credence.
It was a good podcast that we were on when he did his last podcast with apologies, and the cops came up while he's boozing. While he's boozing in the car.
Classic.
I mean, it was kind of good. It kind of made me happy.
Is that true? Running Man was a Stephen King novel originally?
Is that right?
I don't know
I
that
didn't
to
know
be
that.
true, but you never know.
I didn't know that.
Was Running
I mean,
Man,
Running Man, Commando, or like those are my, two favorite Arnold joints.
based
Total
on that.
Recall, those three.
Then wow. The 1987 film The Running Man is remembered as a cult classic, aligning itself with the big action films of the 80s. The film was adapted from the Stephen King novel of the same name. I did not know that Running Man was a Stephen King fucking novel.
That fucker's
Thank
responsible
you for
for a
teaching me
lot
that.
of good shit.
A lot of good shit.
A
Appreciate
lot
that,
of good
Charity.
shit.
That's a good
I heard a
put-on
guy
right
say
there.
that Maximum Overdrive was basically Coke, the Coke movie, the ultimate Coke movie, with the paranoia, thinking the electronics are
Crazy.
talking to you. The trucks can chase you. You think everybody's following you.
Yeah. I don't remember Maximum Overdrive the way I remember a lot of
Emilio
his shit.
Estevez, dude. Billy the Kid before
That's my
Young
dude.
Guns. He was the
Damn, we
man
lost-
in it.
Ian, we lost
Yeah,
two
man.
viewers. We lost two viewers. They're back. They're back for Ian. You know what I mean? So
You,
shout out Ian Ellis, Philip Wave Radio. Tony Hinchcliffe owes him $23,000. Tony, I'm coming for your neck one day.
Minimum.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
You
Coming for
got,
your neck.
you got a lot of pearl clutchers in that audience of yours, huh? You know,
Like this.
if you're scared, then you need to go to church. But the real wig is about to do some work.
We might have to do this in a minute. We might have to do this. Call the Wig Alive. We might have to do that
The
in a minute.
sweet velvet voice
Of
of Ian
Mr.
Ellis makes me happy.
How you doing,
I don't give a
fellas?
fuck, dude.
Good,
How
my brother.
are you,
What's
brother?
going on? I'm shaking.
I was
man.
loving the vibe with the music, man. We got to figure out how to get that element in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right on,
Might
man.
squeeze that in
Hell
a
yeah.
little more. We'll
I think
squeeze
so,
it in a
too.
little more. We've talked about it. Maybe whenever we maybe when we're talking subjects and videos and topics, we don't play it. But when we're derailing or we're just talking shit, you know what I mean?
Well, you want
Maybe-
someone to get off the stage? You should have some
Yeah.
wrap up music.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
maybe we should do that. That's another good sound effect idea. We'll have like a sound
Yeah.
for that. You know what I mean?
What's weird is I know you through comedy, so I know you as a comedy guy, but
Yeah.
some of your audience know you from hip hop. You have fucking
Yeah.
producers fighting in your audience. No, play my
I see
beat.
it over
I'm
there.
like, what?
Yeah.
I
see
forgot
it
you have
over
an
there.
entire other life.
Yeah. Hip hop was baby number one for sure. You know what I mean? For sure. All right, so let's do this real quick. Right away, right off jump, so we know we get Ian for the whole game. Let's do this week's edition of Check the Transmission because he has to dip sometimes, so we'll hit him with that early, and then if he has to dip, it's not that.
Bellend is furious right now.
Why?
He hates this bit.
Does he?
Every week we gotta do this. Every week. Okay.
It's a good bit.
This
It's
is
a good
world
bit. Come
famous,
on.
bro. Hip hop don't stop. You already know. This is
it feels
famous,
It's
bro.
real
It feels
popular in
like-
Thailand. Very popular in Thailand.
It feels like a hate group.
Yeah, it's love though, but it's actually love, because the main shit we're saluting is how good, these penises are tooting nowadays. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, you're getting that helicopter swirl. People are getting dizzy out there in the
Right.
streets from riding
I mean-
T-Dog. I mean,
You
People
wanted to
just
know the
get-
depths of women's vaginas, but the depth doesn't matter. What matters is the juicy tightness. And
that's
I
a good
tell you,
point.
those trans, they got the juiciest, tightest, rootedest,
juicy
toothless
tight.
pussies on the
Yep.
market.
That
it's trick.
pussy, bro.
But it's real.
That boy pussy ain't no joke, dude.
Pussy.
It'll lock a
You ever
motherfucker
busty
down.
on that boy pussy?
Come on.
My boy used to always say, he said, I can't get very deep, but I'll rub the shit out of the sides. I was like, that was like his fucking dick joke. You know what I mean? He used to
Well,
say-
yeah. If you got a small cock, you use both hands. God gave you hands. Get in
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean?
You got-
Root
you
around
gotta-
in there,
You got to play with the clit. Dust got to play with the clit every second he's in the pussy.
bro.
You gotta
It's like I'm building a goddamn sandcastle. Like I'm just fucking digging through that shit, dude.
trying to
It's
dig
not-
to China.
And also, you do it for you. I honestly am like. Do you guys never go like, how deep can you go? Like you want to hurt somebody?
Hey, hold on. Princess Trans Man. Princess Trans Man. The princess is standing there going, listen, I got a magic carpet, all right? You want a whole new world? You want to come get this rug burn? Come get this rug burn, bro.
A
Princess
transin.
Trans Man.
A transin. Instead of Aladdin, it's like a transin. and he just pulls up on the carpet, no pants on. He has zero pants on.
Genie, I'm rethinking that third wish. Sorry, kid, I'm all out. You married it. Sorry, you're stuck.
All right, so check this shit out. Let's do it. Check the transmission. As we tell you, this game is to salute how good trans women are starting to look. We've turned 32 WHigz gay since we started this game. Up from whatever I said last week, and it'll keep going up, just like what Tony Hinchcliffe owes Ian Ellis.
72K.
Right? 72K at this point.
Minimum.
Next time, 100. So, salute to the trans out there. Also, if you're out there still chasing pussy, we're trying to help you identify. Right?
You know, it's hilarious as I imagine like the executives at Disney saying the same thing you just said. Like, no, son, I put 40,000 gay on it. I turned 300 kids gay off that merch.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, son?
So thank you to Saturday Night Live for always telling us love it for wherever it might be.
A lot of people ask, who's he or she? A man or a sir, accept him or her for whatever it might be. What's under the hood?
He's lit. So he not only left during the game this time, he's pissing purposely without the microphone muted. Listen.
Look at Jesse PS over there.
Yeah.
Whoa, he's peeing. Whoa.
This guy, man. This guy. All right, Ian, you got us down to 6. You know what I mean?
I'm whittling them down. You know, people don't tune into shows for humor or funny bits. You know, they're here for, I don't know.
Let's watch the audience decrease. This is the Let's Watch the Audience Decrease podcast. Yo,
Get
Dust.
this down to no viewers.
Dust,
Come on, guys.
just to be clear,
Unsubscribe.
a bit is you walk off for a second, then you're right. Bro, like for you to actually pee during the 5-second intro is kind of outrageous.
What are you talking about?
It's kind of outrageous. Like I know it's a bit, but it's a little bit outrageous. You know what I mean? It's a little bit outrageous. You know what I mean?
I didn't hear you wash your hands.
All right, I checked the trans shot. Check the trans shot. Check the trans shot.
Let's do a shot.
I just did. You gotta just bang one out real quick and then let's go. You son of a bitch.
Salute the 11 dogs. They didn't run off like cowards when the dog comes on, bro.
Back to 11.
They need to get used to it. Get used to it.
We went from 17 to 6.
Shit.
Back up to 11.
I mean, get used to the shit.
They had to go run and check Twitter to see if I replied to their nasty reviews. They're like, Did you respond yet? Oh.
All right, so this week, Ian's the family. You guys got to deal with it when we have them on.
It's the dog.
All right, that's the brother. Relax. Stop.
It's funny. Right. Is it funny or not?
Just cut the shit. According to them, for some reason, no. Don't know why. I don't know what Ian done.
Christ, Bert.
I don't. Maybe there might be something underlying we haven't figured out as far as Ian being on the show. It's possible that someone in the Ian universe has terrorized someone they were fans of at some point. There is that possibility. Also,
is this a jilted lover?
It could be. I don't know. I don't know that for sure. Like if they're Red Bar fans, but Ian loves Red Bar, so that don't work.
Yeah, he does. He likes a Red Bar.
It's more likely to be a soup party. I would.
No. They're definitely not. They don't fuck with them dudes. Not as of now, anyway.
Yeah, you're right, Elmine. Elmine got a point. I mean, I should piss on the table. My bathroom's right there. It's hard for me to just.
Yeah, but it's very easy to press mute. Another thing it's easy to do is not do it during a 5-second.
Did you hear that stream? Did you hear the strength of that stream? At 45, I mean, a stream like that? Come on. I'm not going to stress that. Come on.
You pissed for like 4 seconds because your dick, like, there's like only this much fucking piss to fucking get out.
And this is another thing I don't understand. I used to understand is people that put their hands on their dick to piss. Like, I used to go, why do people put their hands in their dick to piss? You know what I mean? Because it's like, it wasn't necessary because it's only jetting out about a couple inches.
Yeah, but you're the type that you probably got to put your hands on your dick and hold your balls back and the whole nine.
The balls are huge. The beef.
He's
the
holding his
chorizo,
shirt with his
tiny.
chin. He's pushing his gut up
Now-
with his wrist.
That's
what I need
sucks.
you to
is
do
pissing
right
up and
now.
down
No,
on your
we're
shirt.
in the middle of doing this fucking thing. Shut the
I got a
fuck up.
small dick.
Dust,
Stop.
please don't leave.
Knock it off.
Put a 5-second intro and then go pee disrespectfully without your mic muted. Like for
You're
real.
being
though.
disrespectful now. Waiting
I
for me to
love you,
piss.
bro, but it's
Why wouldn't you?
outrageous.
Why
on
wouldn't you
some
just
real
wait? Why wouldn't you just wait for me to piss before you played it?
shit. Because you didn't say you had to piss, you fucking piece
Well,
of shit.
You should read my mind. I thought you're my dog.
You should say, yeah.
You should read my mind.
You're killing me, Dusty. You're killing me, bro.
I mean,
You're fucking killing me. So we're gonna now, Dust. If you leave this time, I'm literally gonna end the stream. Even if you do it, I'm letting you know now. Even if you
Don't
do
dare
it as a
me.
bit,
Don't
bro, this
dare
week
me.
episode will be an hour long. I swear to God, I
think
need to
that-
get me.
I think the Focus's weed might be laced.
I think it is. He's over here smoking that fucking Sherm, bro. He's hyped.
Barking
He's
like
hyped up,
DMX.
bro.
You're like, "Arr, arr, 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 arr."
He was fucking fine with everybody
Ian,
leaving free,
Ian,
but if I
do
fucking,
you
God forbid,
know-
I gotta take a piss, you got a problem with that.
Ian, only Bellin.
You can't hold in
can
your
feel-
piss.
Only,
It's a medical problem, Cliff.
only Bellin can feel my pain. Right? Only Bellin and people who run fucking shows
Don't
and then have
use
somebody
Bellin.
who's like the Tasmanian retard
Don't
devil.
use Bellin
You know what I mean?
for this. Don't use Bellin as a scapegoat.
And-
Don't hide under his skirt.
Yeah, don't use Bellin
Stand
over
out your
here.
business, Focus. What are you trying to say?
Dust is Ian Ellis if he got belligerently drunk and had a small dick. That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
does he? You got a big dick, dog? Are you got a big dick? That shit
Nope.
might change. Oh, thank God, dude. I was in the
I
fucking
mean, Sabine,
nice. The beans and the balls about the same size width wise. You're saying?
All right. So now we're about to find out if we're gonna have a 1-hour show tonight or not.
I'm
now
we
my wife,
are,
she got a
'cause
big
that's it.
dick.
Yeah,
She got a big, thick,
I'm-
juicy one.
I gotta take a piss, Cliff. I gotta take a piss. You know that piss I just took? That was all sound effects and show. That was a skit. That was the bit. The bit was me fake pissing.
But now he's mad.
Now I'm mad and I'm really gonna fire up a Bud Light. A Bud Light. I like Bud Lights.
Now he's pissing for freedom.
I like Bud Lights.
Now this is about get off his pirate flag. Now
Hey-
you've started
hey,
something,
Cliff.
Focus.
You ever seen Master and Command? You ever seen Massa and Commander with Russell Crowe?
I am the captain now, Focus.
Bud Light.
People don't understand how impossibly hard it is to keep.
I'm
this
sorry,
on
Cliff.
even-
All right, man. I'm
It's
giving
so
Cliff a hard
hard
time. I'm giving you a hard
keep
time. I
this
apologize.
even
I
a little
apologize.
bit on track. And
apologize.
Dust
All right.
being
I'm busting your
Dust,
balls. I'm busting your balls.
Dust being a retard is half of what makes the
All
wig
right.
is great.
You're right.
But also,
My bad. My bad.
you know what I mean? If,
All right.
if people tune in that don't understand for the
Okay.
first time,
We
they're
get
gonna
it.
be like, "What
Okay.
the fuck
I'm
is this
sorry. Listen.
shit
Who
show?"
loves you?
You know
Who
what I
loves you?
mean?
Who loves
Like
you?
there's
I
just a
love you.
dude pissing.
If I
There's
was
an
there right now,
icon-
I'd rub your
There's an
fucking
icon
belly
and a
so
guy
hard.
pissing that says Philip Wave and a man pissing, and I'm the only
If I was
dickhead
there right
with my
now,
face
I'll
on
give
the
you a
fucking
big
camera.
fucking kiss on your cheek, you son of a
Really?
bitch. You need to listen.
You
I
go
got
get
it.
those
Right.
kisses? You ready
I'm
for
not-
that?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play the intro again because if he leaves, I will literally end the show, and I don't want to do that
Just
because
play
I've
the
already
intro. I'm not gonna
I've already
leave,
committed.
dude.
I committed. No, I committed though.
Just
I'm
if you
not
leave,
gonna
I'm ending
leave.
it.
Beat
No.
it, Focus.
Trust, I
Come
swear to God,
on.
if you leave, I'm ending it.
I told you that was a bit. I really didn't piss. I'm holding it in for you,
I'm a
bro.
stubborn bastard, bro.
I
will
held
end
it
it.
in for you. This is the hill you're gonna die. This is the Wigga hill that you laid down to die on.
I swear to God.
Brr, brr,
Swear to God,
Yeah.
bro.
brr,
Yeah.
brr, brr.
Oh,
Ship
yes.
sinking.
Wig, wig, wig,
Yes.
wig, wig,
Wig,
wig.
wig,
Come on,
wig.
Of course, Ian is gonna encourage.
He's
this
hyping it
bullshit.
up, dude. He's hyping it up. He's getting me hyped for this, dude.
Don't break up the fight, let it rumble.
That's a good
Authority
song.
Check.
That was a
Shout out
dope ass
Authority
Fox
Check.
song. Come on.
Shout out Authority Check though. I actually checked his show a couple times. He's one of the
Yes.
few. He's one of the few people within the that like they kind of talk about people. It's like a little bit like drama community adjacent at times. That they put on a little production at least. You know what I mean? They got some good intros, some good little like pull ups. So, I fuck with Authority Check. He's one of the few from that world that does the thing. So shout him out.
I think what the
You
people
should.
want to see is Focus tear his shirt apart and slap the microphone across the fucking screen and run off screaming. That's what the people want.
I'll never do that though. I'll never do that. No matter how angry I am inside ever, I'll never give the satisfaction of that.
I want to see you try to shut it off. You think you shut it off? And then
I'll call Dust.
You want to set it off, Focus?
Yeah, you could have done a bit. You could have done a whole bit where you think you should have done. Fuck that. I'm turning it off. But then
I'll do the bit where I end the shit. Like that'll be the bit.
That's what I'm telling you.
He'll put a gun to his head and pull the trigger. You don't understand. He would fucking kill himself, Uncle Dusty.
And I won't do it on stream and give everybody a satisfaction. I'll call Dust later and yell at him, and he'll say, "Bro, I know. I'm sorry. I love you, bro. I love you, bro. I've been drinking since 11 a.m. You know I love you.
I've only been drinking since 4:30. 3 hours of drinking, dude. What's that? Like about 7 Bud Lights.
4:30.
Bud Lights. I love my wife.
6 hours, right? Oh no. On your end, it's 4:30.
Yeah, it's 3 hours, dude. 3 hours?
3 hours.
Tops, bro. And I'm about to step it up.
All right. I have a feeling Dust is gonna test my gangster and try to walk off, and I will definitely end it. So I'm not gonna play the intro again. So we're just gonna run right into it. Check the transmission. This week we'll have an intro 12 minutes before the actual game.
Listen,
it is what it is.
The people want what they want.
Yeah. No,
They want
Yeah.
They want what they want, Cliff. Yeah. They want what they want.
Yeah. And they want Dust to like be kind of a derailer, but also stay on a little bit occasionally. That's what they want. That's what they want.
Do you think that the people want me to have prostate problems from holding in my urine for long amounts of times?
Honestly, I would say 30% of the audience, yes.
They do. These cocksuckers do. They do. They want me to have serious prostate problems, bro, and be in there and making an Instagram post with like 7 views talking about I'm in the hospital, man. Fucking thanks for having my back, dude. Fucking you guys are the best, bro. And it's like I'm just sitting in there with nobody visiting me. I'm just
Dustin,
all
let's
fucked
be
up.
fair. But hold on, Dust. Let's be fair. 45% of the audience would want it for me. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Because even people that love me hate me, at least a little, just like the way I am. You know what I mean? Whereas most people don't hate you. You know what I mean? So like you have a low, like the people that hate you, they're dedicated. But like even the people who like me hate me sometimes. So like I have a higher percentage of.
I'm leveraging. I'm leveraging them for my pisses. At this point, it seems like I have to.
Imagine you were me. If you were me, you would be more hated, right? If you were to do putting all this bullshit together,
I could never do that.
You get upset.
Never do that.
If you were me, you'd want to fight.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'd already bought 17 plane tickets, a bus ticket in case the plane crashed, and fucking been like, "What the fuck, dog?
Right?
What are we doing?"
Right. So in my defense,
run a goddamn show.
In my defense, you know what I mean? In my defense, but you know I love you, bro. So anyway, no intro because I know you're gonna test my gangster.
My bad. I apologize for my lack of Bud Light able containment.
Yeah, etiquette. Yeah, etiquette. But it's all good. WHigz ain't known for etiquette anyway. So this week on Check the Transmission, go back to the intro about 17 minutes ago. All right, you fucking cocksuckers.
Gobble.
We have the intro is so raw. Right. It's so quick. And he's just like, I'm gonna pick. He didn't even tell me. He didn't even give me a heads up. And he didn't do it for a bit. That's what makes it fucked up.
I thought I had enough time. I thought I literally had enough time. I wasn't doing it I was like, I'm gonna time it so when it goes, you know, I'm gonna go and do my thing.
If you did it for the bit, I wouldn't be mad. The reason I got mad is because I know you did it because you're retarded. You know what I mean? Like that's the fucking problem.
You know what, folks? I think we need to dox Cliff. Let's dox this guy because obviously he hates people that don't want prostate issues, and we're all about health here, guys. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. We're all
right. Stop.
Hey,
check the transmission. This week we have 1 T-Dog, and we have 3 menstruating persons. We're going to Canada. Here's number 1. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. So once again, 1 T-Dog, 3 menstruating persons. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. So you guys can go ahead and examine that. The best retard. Dust is the best retard of all retards to ever retard. There's no question about that. But when I'm trying to keep this nonsense on, you know what I mean? It's just hard.
No, I get it, man. I mean, you're producing, you're the man, you're doing you're making sure the show keeps going. I don't mean to derail on
Ian, are you playing shuffleboard? What are you
I
doing
don't know.
over
Do
there,
you have a broken piston?
Ian, what are you doing, bro? What the fuck are you doing, bro?
It's a little bit of light rain. You gotta relax, man.
Is that the rain hitting the roof?
I was like,
do we need
do you
to
have
do
a
a
knock?
breathing exercise, folks?
I know. I was,
Yeah, let's do a 4-4-4. Okay, breathe in.
All right,
I was listening to it and I was like, God, is that a knock? I don't want to. I got a bad car
excuse
myself.
me,
I
Uncle
was
Dusty.
like,
Do you find noises
no.
distracting?
I have a. I was like, I
Is
just
that
pictured a
something
man.
that might derail the show? Something that might be pertinent to the fucking conversation we've been having?
All right, so what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all see him. 1 T-Dog. What do y'all got?
Number
to me.
1 is a transformer.
That's it. I don't want it to be, but I feel the same way. And I don't want it to be, but also I do want it to be.
Number 3 is a crocodile. That's a lizard person.
That's an actual lizard person, for real, for real.
Number 4 is an AI sketch of a human.
It definitely looks like one.
Number
agree.
3 is the meth head that won't leave your room after you share a couple bowls outside the thrifty motel with her.
Yeah, she's like a retired meth head though, who like judges people for being meth heads now.
Yeah, she's into God. She's a born again Christian,
born again meth head.
And then she tries to preach to you, but then you get her back in with a bowl. She goes,
and then
I'll
teeth
do a
fall
bowl
out.
with you. You're different. Yeah. Well, and then you end up killing her and chopping her up into pieces and putting her in a fucking blender. You know what I mean? Because she won't shut the fuck up with that revelation shit.
So 1 T-Dog, ladies and gentlemen. What we got cooking here? We got 12 in the building. I expect to see more votes than 1 or 2 that I'm getting right now. Getting sidetracked on Dust Prostate instead of checking transmission. Right.
You're right, Cass.
Check the prostate.
I do. I need you to check. We're gonna.
I'm gonna have to make a skit. I'm gonna make a skit. I'm gonna make some type of shit for that. Like,
well, we'll figure. Yeah, literally make shit. We're gonna do it at 62 Patreons. Cliff's gonna check my prostate.
Dusty? We got talking here.
Okay.
Who's the T-Dog?
Of course, it's not 1, unless it is the week that Cliff decides that Dust is gonna blow it. I know you want me to go 1. And
blow what?
Turn me on with it. I'm gonna blow my shot. I'm gonna blow my wad, bro. I'm gonna blow my wad. I mean, and Jesus Ian's Christ. Breathing is really hot and heavy right now, and it's turning.
It's
me
not
on.
breathing. It's the rain.
It's the rain. That's so hot. Listen, I'm
guys,
going.
I will call it a bit at 10 o'clock at the top of the hour. We'll finish up this bit, and then I'll be gone.
I'm going.
You can all change your panties. I know you've been sitting there pissing yourself.
I'm gonna have to start wearing a diaper, dude. I'm going 4.
You're going 4. 4 is the T-Dog.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm going long trans.
That's just an Irish person.
I know.
Right. This is a regular old Irish ugly bitch that
it could be just it could be an average Dubliner also wearing a wig.
Yeah, Ian's beating off in the car. That shit ain't the rain. That motherfucker's doing a Louis C.K. on the fucking corner.
Fapping off to you.
Right. So what do you think, Dusty? Lock in your vote, because we're gonna speed
I'm
through
going
this.
4. I wish I want to say 1, of course. Everybody's gonna say 1. 3 is the 3 is the it should be 3. We all go, that bitch is fucked up. Let's go 3. Then you go, goddamn 1 though. I'd splash all over her. But then you go, fuck that. Cliff. I'm playing Cliff. Cliff knows the deal. I'm going 4.
You're going 4.
2 has 4. 2 is too. The nose bone is too correct.
Okay.
Femininely.
You're going 4.
If it's 2, I'm gonna just straight up cross dress from now on, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna straight up I'm gonna be I'm gonna be a hunter. I'm gonna be a hunter out there during hunting season.
So 2 is the one that like it would fuck you up most.
For sure.
T-dog.
If 2 was the T-dog, I would definitely just that's my sexuality, and I didn't know until now.
No, one dude. There's only one.
If it's
trans
number
woman.
2, that is top of the line.
That's what I'm saying.
You did the work. You know,
Yeah.
applaud for you. You are a bad bitch.
Man,
what
look
do
at
you-
the slopes on
what
the
are you
titties,
picking?
the shoulders.
What are you picking, Ian? What's your final vote?
Number 1.
That's the go-to. 2 is, I mean, one is the one you go. That is the
Dusty-
T-dog.
I trust my gut. She's a problem.
Yeah.
Dusty locked in number 4. We'll go 4-1 this time. Let's see what do we got? What do we
I
got?
know I
for
lost now.
number 4. What do we got?
That's my girl.
Oh, number 4. All right.
Just a regular old menstruating ass bitch.
Yeah, old tired ass pussy having bitch. Come on.
Period.
That's a woman.
Number 3. That's a woman. I mean, number 3. Number 2.
All right. Damn.
Yeah.
Ian is the winner. Dust is
All
the
right.
loser. 2 weeks in a row. Dusty has
Yeah.
lost. So what do we got for number 1? What do we got for number 1?
Whoa, that's an Adam's apple.
Indeed it is. And that's my voice pitched up like 85 times.
Is that like she almost looks like an anime character? Like you're
Who,
trying
number
to
1?
be some extra weird, fantasy shit. She's
Yeah.
not just a trans. She's also a fucking a pirate, a Wiccan. She's a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah. The thick eyebrows, the caterpillar joints,
Bro.
a lot of space between the face.
And I had to pull
Yeah.
out the calves. If y'all would have seen the calves, y'all would have known right away. This bitch got calves like me. I was like, I
Okay.
gotta cut them calves out. I gotta take that shoulder out because she had like 3 extra inches on the left shoulder. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, they gonna know.
I just saw some porn today that was hentai reaction porn, where it's a girl that rubs herself out dressed as an anime to hentai.
Yeah.
Get into it. I don't know if you're into that, but I found it
Nah, that shit's
very good.
That's just weird as fuck to me.
Well,
It's a
get
slippery
weird.
slope, man.
It's
You know,
a very slippery slope, my friend.
And let me tell you,
I'm
the
not hating
slip-
on it. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it gets sketchy out there.
Yeah.
Let's get,
Ian,
let's get sketchy.
So that's this week's atrocious version of Check the Transmission that Dust completely ruined, but you know,
you ruined
all
it.
right.
Depending on who's watching this, I mean, you might have ruined it about 10 years from now when somebody watches this and it's still on here. They go,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
Cliff ruined it.
Well,
So we'll check the comments.
You might be right. So Ian, you shouldn't leave yet. Because we got something interesting for you. Do you got a couple more minutes?
Yeah, man, hit me.
Even though the peoples might not like me saying
Is
that.
is it Mark Harley related?
It is not Mark Harley related. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's
Well,
related.
That man needs to deadlift a job application.
Yeah.
Haters gonna
Guess
say.
who's going to jail tonight?
He does good though with yo, I'll be honest with you too, bro. Have you ever seen the skits he does? Obviously, listen, I'm not like, some workout, some gym dude, right? But did you ever see the skits he does with that young Spanish kid and they do like all those inside the gym skits?
No, I don't watch any. We covered Mark Harley once, and that
Yeah.
was it.
Now some of the
he's
skits
making
are
a
funny, bro.
surprise comeback.
Now some of the skits are funny. Like for real. Like some of the skits are real fucking funny. Nah, JD,
allegedly.
JD, I got
Allegedly.
something special in a minute. You better not leave right now. I got something special in a minute. And then Ian will leave after this.
Jay ain't playing that shit, dude. Jay's like, I'm fucking done. God damn. Come on.
So
Show some
this is our
goddamn
guy.
respect.
This is our guy right here, Dr. Bleckman. Okay, or Bleachman. There's some. He is now. I hope these are blurred out, so we should be okay. The top surgery specialist. So this man specializes in top surgery. You see this here?
He gives good
Okay.
top.
He is the
Top,
trans
top,
doctor
top,
to the
top,
stars,
top.
basically. He only has 3,000 subscribers. We're trying to get him on followers.
Yeah.
But
we need to
this
get
is
him
what
on.
he do. You see what he do here, right? The top surgery specialist of NYC and LA.
Ah.
I mean,
This
I'm
is
not
the man-
mad at him. He's a master of his craft. What do you want those titties to be bad? I'm
Bro.
rooting for these bitches. I
And
want
he's
them to
aiming.
be the baddest bitches.
They
Board
look
certified.
terrible, bro.
Look at his description. Board
Uncle
certified.
Dusty, your titties look terrible. All right,
This is
go
true.
lift up your shirt and look in the mirror.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
are all natural.
You
But,
need
you
Dr.
really
Blackman's help. He needs to get you some delicious titties for the WHigz. He needs to come on here and do the surgery.
If Dr. Blackman, if you are subscribing or prescribing steroids, I would like a round.
All right,
if
Uncle
we may,
Dusty,
me
how
too.
about you get some delicious titties and become a Twitch streamer? You can
That'd
just
be
start playing
dope,
video
dude.
games in
I
a bikini.
should. Yes. Good idea. I should become. Look at that.
That's
I
pretty good right there. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you really want to be honest, bro, that's some good work right there. Because like in another 6 months, those lines are gonna be gone.
Look at this
You know
guy.
what I mean?
Look at him sitting back, taking a puff off the coffee. Like, yeah, fuck you, tits, bitch.
That's some good work. I ain't gonna lie, man. But this is what's problematic though about this fucking guy, right?
What is it?
Look at this crazy ass commercial. Look at this crazy ass commercial this guy fucking made for this service, right? I mean, to me, this is where shit gets a little out of hand. Like, listen, I get it. You know, do what you got to do. Get your money.
I'm uncomfortable right now.
Are you ready? This is about to get. This is about to get. We're gonna get kicked off for this one again. This is getting us kicked off again. Thanks. Hey, thanks, Cliff.
It's me, Pat Bleachman.
Oh my God.
Hello, it's me, Pat Bleachman, the top surgery specialist. Just a quick reminder, you don't want your tits? I'm your guy.
I will remove your tits for you.
Goodbye, titty.
I will remove your tits. It's true.
Titty bye bye. 1 titty, 2 titty, 3 titty, 4. If you don't want your titties no more, call Dr. Blackman. I'll come to your door. I'll cut them off right there on the floor. Don't get mad if I keep a couple. Me and my wife, we are a throuple. That means me, her, and a pair of old tits. But you got your wish.
I will remove your tits for you.
Goodbye, titty.
I will remove your tits. It's true.
Titty bye bye. That's a bit much. I mean,
Come on.
if you ask me, that's a bit much for a commercial.
As a representative of Fap Force One in the little Fappy X universe, I want this man disbarred. I want him exposed, thrown in the gutter. He's trash. Destroy this man.
Oh, it's a bit much, right? I mean, listen, do your surgeries, right? Look out for the people.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's taking it a little too far.
A little too much. A little too much.
Dr. Blackman.
A little too much. Little bit.
It's a little
bit.
Little too
one's
much
for
off
the
the top.
streets.
Some might say. A little too much.
And
off the
another
top.
one. Throwing those
Right,
titties in the trash.
Right.
Colby.
So that's a sing along. You know, we'll get that posted too, so people can sing along to Dr. Blackman's song. You know what I mean?
They're gonna set you on fire. Fucking TikTok figures out who the WHigz are. You poor bastard. You're gonna be burned at the cross.
But you know, but the worst part about it is though, bro, and you know this, and people know this about me. I am probably the least fucking like of a scumbag.
Doesn't seem like it. That's the vibe I was getting.
Hey, listen,
you busy Trump's son.
You hope people get prostate.
Yeah. Hating on men on this episode and
like
hating
hate
on.
speech.
Yeah. Come
you
on.
know how
Cliff.
this goes, man.
All right, well, thank you for having me on. That was a very
Love you,
funny
bro.
video. Shout out to Philip Wave. I love y'all. Deuces.
And of course,
Go
go follow
subscribe.
fucking and
Love you,
on
brother. Love you.
Patreon. Ian Ellis
brother.
Pod.
Yes,
Go
sir.
fucking fuck with my dog, dude. Our
Yeah,
dog. He's
regardless,
funny
you
as
don't
shit.
like him. I'm sorry if some of the audience, JD, go tell whoever left that needs to get back in here that Ian's gone. All right, let's get us back from 13 to 16. You know what I mean? Let's get it.
Yeah.
Whatever 3 couldn't take it. You know,
Come
I
on
don't
back.
get it.
Come on back. Oh, I don't get it either. It's a good time. It's like have a good time, guys. Let's have a good time. Let's do a shot, guys. Listen, guys. You want to wipe the
Oh,
palate,
man.
guys?
Do shots again.
My
Uh-oh.
wife, Bobby's gone. She's probably watching this right now.
Oh, is that what's
Judge-
going on right now? Is that why you're
judging
like
me.
a little more? Is that why you're more
Bro.
cowboy tonight?
I'm so cowboy tonight, dude. I'm Clint Eastwood, bro.
I
I'm
can tell,
fucking
bro.
Clint.
I like it though. I'm with it.
I'm south of heaven, west of hell, dude. Fucking, you know what I mean? I'm over here fucking outlaws, dude. Highwaymen. Let's go. Let's go. No,
I love
you,
it, bro.
Kenny. No, you. Let's go.
I love it, bro. You gotta be you, Dusty. And I would never try to make you not you. But I will also yell at you.
But you
because
also
this shit-
shut the show off and threaten the show. I appreciate it.
I would have. I would have.
And listen, here's the deal, people. We're all about the show. We will basically shut down the show on either end at all. I've shut it down the show on accident about 2 times. Shout out Sam Hyde for that. When we were we did a Sam Hyde boxing stream and I shut it down on accident. It wasn't on purpose.
The best stream we ever had. Numbers.
We did. We were having like it was like
we had like 100. It was like 100 at one point.
Was.
No, it was like 170 at one point.
Was there 170 there? And we were like, I mean, and we're just doing our thing. We're just doing our thing. That's what we did. It's what it is, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, what did you think? What did you think of that last John Jones joint?
John Jones.
Did you like that one?
Busted that ass. He showed the difference.
Did you think that was coming? That was just what it was. You were just like, whatever.
It depends.
No surprise.
It depends. Because I'll be honest.
Depends on what.
Not only was the skill level a big difference, Cyril Gane didn't look ready for the moment either. Like he looked overwhelmed before skills even came into play.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's a lot to handle, bro. Handling John Jones by itself is wild, and then. Even if you were in an alley, and there was no pressure from any medium, you're just fighting them by yourself. You're like,
right,
this is wild. This is a lot.
And you're fighting the GOAT, right? Definitely GOAT now.
And he's going heavyweight. He went heavyweight from lightweight.
Right.
And I didn't see the fight, and I don't need to. I'm never gonna watch that fight. Not because I just knew it. John Jones. I was always like, there's no like. Unless there's an alien that comes down.
But even some well-versed people thought if Cyril Gane could keep it on the feet, he had a chance because he's kind of like just as fluid as John Jones and a big, like naturally bigger man. But
what about compare this fight to like Gagey and I know this is gonna sound bad, and I know this guy's the man, the cave Muhammad. What's his name? What's the cage?
Gagey versus who? What you talking about?
Gagey versus the cage Muhammad.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about? The goddamn Russian jihad guy.
Oh, Khabib.
Khabib, yeah, that fight where it was like. Did anybody think that Gagey was gonna win that one? I don't know.
Yes, people thought Gagey
really. People thought Gagey was gonna have a shot.
Khabib said that that's the hardest he's ever been hit. That the leg kicks, the leg kicks from Gaethje was the hardest strike he's ever felt. He did say that. Khabib,
wow.
So.
Okay.
But that was more competitive, at least, right? The John Jones shit was just like he just rushed him, got on his wrestling shit, and just got on top of him.
Well, do you think there'll be a time, brother, when not to cut you off? Do you think there'll be a time when like what's the hair lip guy's name? That ran what's hair lip? Islam. Is there a time when Islam will go? Is it possible for him to get bigger, or is that's too small?
To heavyweight?
Yeah.
No way.
We had to go 220. Is 220 heavyweight, right? 220?
200 and up in the UFC.
Oh, it's 200 and up. So what's his 160?
He's 155. So the most you ever see Islam at.
That's how much I know. I don't know much. I don't know.
Maybe 185 at the very end of his career, but you'll definitely see him at 170 for sure. But never. Like John Jones' lightest weight is light heavyweight, which is up to 200 from 186 to 187 to 200 pretty much.
Yeah.
Right. So 200. You have to be you have to be right because it's like 186. And
how
he's never
cool would it
that
be
high.
though? Wouldn't it be cool though and I know this is what video games for because we'll never see this, but like to see Dan Severn from like back in the day fight at John Jones, which obviously John Jones would fuck him
of course,
up,
that's like
it would be cool. It would be cool, obviously, to see that.
That's the Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson argument. That's like everything else,
Or like, what was Dan Severn's little homie's name that turned out to be even more badder asser? His sidekick, fucking, who never gets no love.
Mark Coleman?
Dude.
Mark Coleman?
Yeah. No. Not Mark Coleman. No, not Mark Coleman. Oh, shit. The guy was even more. He was just a little smaller, but way more aggressive. God damn it. I'll think of it later.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. But
it's not Mark Coleman. Definitely not Mark Coleman.
I was planning on getting to the fight talk shit a little bit anyway. So like we'll go through the one or two things that I was gonna hit with that because there's a fucking great fight this weekend. And I also wanted to talk about like real quick, UFC, the boxing fight is this weekend. But I just want to get into like this dude, Colby Covington. It's so beyond. It's so beyond. Like this is an announcer. He's threatening a commentator, bro.
That's
right? But then when he got punched in the mouth in real life, what did he fucking do? What did he do when he got his fucking tooth chipped by Masvidal? Did he bust Masvidal's ass inside of the octagon? For sure. Can't take that away from him. He wrestled the shit out of Masvidal, held him down, dominated him. But in the street, what the fuck happened? Masvidal sucker punched him. Might not be the right thing to do, but the streets are the streets. And when you say shit like this, that's why you get fucking sucker punched in the street, right? And then your pussy ass, you're gonna call the cops, bro? And then you get a threat in a commentator, and then he says something about Chimaev's religion. He's like, you're disgracing your religion. You know what I mean?
But really, on, bro. I mean, why can't you just disgrace his religion?
He could, as himself, disgrace his own religion. But this piece of shit, there's a reason why he got sucker punched in his mouth on the street.
I mean, but like, do you think that Masvidal really had a shot?
Yeah, of course. If they kept it stand up, Masvidal would have won the fight probably.
He'd have won.
Without any wrestling. Like if you put Colby Covington versus Jorge Masvidal in a boxing match, Jorge Masvidal beats the fucking piss out of fucking Colby Covington. But in MMA, he'll probably never win because of the wrestling.
Colby Covington and let's say Trump were a tag team match, UFC. Who would Biden's partner be to fight him?
Masvidal fucks with Trump heavy. So
that doesn't help. That doesn't
help.
No,
there's actually a chance that Masvidal would get Trump in his corner quicker than Covington. Because I know for a fact Trump doesn't like this weirdo shit. Like Trump doesn't. Oh, he doesn't. He likes when people suck. He likes when people suck his dick, but he don't want you to look in your eyes. Like, you know, he don't really want you to like Colby Covington would suck his actual cock in real life. If Donald Trump dropped the orange bomb on Covington was until completion.
He would top him off. He'd get busy.
He would get busy. No doubt. Bro, a man who talks about a commentator's, I want your kids to grow up without a dad. Jon Anik, who's bald-headed and like 5'8".
I mean, you know what I mean? Did that guy's kids really need a dad?
Anik. Well, they're white, so maybe not. You know what I mean? Maybe they'll get away with it. But Anik's got a little skin tone, so maybe. You know what I mean? You know, maybe. You know, maybe.
All right. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just trying to be devil's. Just trying to be WHigz advocate here. I mean, everybody needs a father, but I'm saying, is it so important?
So take you trying to like make jokes out of it for 1 second. Do you think?
Well, I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Deserves to get punched in his mouth on the street.
I mean, doesn't everybody deserve to get punched in their mouth in the street?
Right.
I mean, it's the way I look at it. Everybody
right.
Does.
That's exactly the way.
That's the way I feel about it.
Right.
I do.
Right.
I do.
Well, I don't because I never initiate shit. You know what I mean?
I still feel like come try me and see what happens. I got a knife. I got a gun. I got bombs.
Oh, yeah. If it comes
I don't have any bombs or guns. I'm just saying that shit. But I'm saying, no. Yeah. I'm saying here's my point, man. Listen, are his kids slow?
Yeah.
They are?
Yes, both of them.
Are they like quirky slow? Or
yes.
Or
that's what makes this so crazy.
Slow.
What makes this so crazy is
this something we can't fix with like Elon Musk magic? Or
no, I don't believe so.
Okay, so Elon Musk can't solve this with Twitter money. Okay. Now, can the guy that made the bomb VR thing, can he solve this with maybe putting it on his slow kids and fixing their chromosomes?
Well, I mean, he does have like
I love kids, Cliff.
He does have a $3 million life insurance policy, Jon Anik. So there is an argument to maybe Kobe's actually looking out. And he's like, listen, I don't want your kids to grow up without a dad, but they might be better off because then there could be more research done. We could get a GoFundMe going. We could get a GoFundMe going.
Like Junior Seau, dude.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
I mean, that's just my point. I mean,
anyway, fuck snitches. The bottom line is fuck snitches.
Yeah,
you know,
snitches.
we can have fun and talk our shit. But at the end of the day, listen, there's freedom of speech, there's freedom of consequence. And if you talk shit, you should get punched in your mouth, possibly.
Uppercut.
And you shouldn't be a rat. You shouldn't be a rat because at the end of the day, even though being a rat is not. Yeah, what happened in here, Cass? Did something happen that I missed? Good shit, though, if I did miss something. So speaking of fucking rats, we'll get into the boxing fight this weekend in a minute.
Cass is dominating Cass. So she's dominating over here in the comments, so that's good.
Because the segue's too good not to get into.
Okay.
So we'll get into this rat fuck. So we go from rat fuck Covington, who
just so we're clear, that was for a bunch of wigga, devil's advocate. Just so we're clear, I'm not advocating for anybody's kids to get or dads to get killed.
Yo, Focus, do you think every girl thinks about? Oh yeah, of course, 100%.
That's the best point brought up today. I mean,
probably.
If I was a girl, I would.
Probably, because
wouldn't you?
Women are freaks like us at the end of the day.
Of course, you think about three ways with chicks, so you're gonna.
Well, no. Here's the difference. We think about shit like that. We have to fight to not think about shit like that. Whereas women, at some point, they're gonna think about it, but not like we think about the opposite shit. You know what I mean? We gotta fight. It doesn't make sense that men are more perverted than women. That doesn't make sense to you.
No. Have you been on the internet lately?
You're out of your bird, bro.
I'm not out of my bird. How dare you?
There's satire, and then there's you just being a silly pants McGee. You're being
a silly pants McGee.
You're being a silly pants McGee right now. Because we both know if you leave a man home alone for a week, right? No kids, no wife, and he don't cheat. That man in that 7-day period is probably going to masturbate 14 times minimum. Probably. Has to himself. You know what I mean? The whole nine.
I'd like to tell you that you're wrong. I'd like to tell you you're wrong, but you basically nailed that shit like a fucking exacta. And if I was betting on anything, I would have said 14. I'm glad you. I just want to thank you for not asking me my number and then going 14.
I'm telling you, bro. There might be
jerked off twice. 2 times I jerked off today without my wife here, dude. 2 times.
Hello, bro. You know,
2 times, bro.
Right.
2 times.
Right. You know, that's what I'm saying. And a woman might flick their bean a little more in that 7-day frame. But like I'm saying 14 to be nice. You know there's gonna be a couple 3-a-days in there where you're gonna be beating off some shit that ain't even working.
I mean, but how funny. I mean, when you're older, bro, when you're in your 40s, dude, it's almost like that's like a, you know what I mean? You're hanging your hat on that because it does make you feel good to go ahead and, you know what I mean? Pull 3 out.
Do what you gotta do. Especially if you don't cheat, right? If you're a cheater, you're just gonna get some pussy. That's easy
and
too.
You still,
especially in this day and age.
Yeah, and if you're married or together with somebody that you care, and you're like, you still do. Do you ever feel like when you're jerking off alone and your wife ain't there? Do you ever feel like you're like, did she ever catch you? Because she catches me. So yeah, I mean, my wife is great. No, my wife is great with that. My wife is great with that. With like,
I'm a masturbation ninja, bro.
No, like we're in the point in our relationship.
Bro, I can stand beside a tree that's this thin and beat off, and you wouldn't see me, bro. You know what I mean? I'm Jet Li. I'm Jet Li of masturbation.
Because of my personality and my person, like I refuse to do that. Like I refuse to hide my sexuality.
You refuse to what? It's not about hiding it.
No, it is. Just about, it is. No, it is. Because as long as there's no children around, I got a door on my room.
Yeah.
If my door is shut, just assume that I am in there jerking off. You should assume.
Sidetrack. What's the most horrible, like, what's the worst place you've ever publicly masturbated?
Behind a Joshua tree in Field, California.
That's the worst place?
I mean, a holy Mormon tabernacle also in Escondido, California, which I'll
tell you the most disgusting shit I ever did.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me, Sugar Draws. What do you got? What do you got, Sugar?
Oh,
come on.
Bro, I was probably 19 or some shit.
That's a good age. That's a good age. That's fine. I mean, aren't we all?
Right. So I didn't beat off though. It was more of a hey, look.
You
at my
didn't beat off. What were you doing?
It was more. I beat off.
What are you doing?
I beat off. Well, it wasn't possible for me to beat off where I did it. So I was in the city.
It's always possible for you to beat off.
I was in a warehouse. I was in a warehouse doing security.
Okay.
Right? And there's like.
Are you wearing a security jacket? I gotta slow you down. Hold on. Slow your story down. Slow your story down.
Okay,
I want you to tell the story, but I mean,
some background. You need some background.
You need some details.
You need some background. Yeah. I'm wearing a security jacket. I'm probably reading 2001: Space Odyssey.
Really? You had a book. You read books at the time.
Yeah. Read books when I was doing security overnight.
Nice.
So watching the joint, then you go upstairs and it's like this abandoned area, kind of like that. You know,
this is what kind of structure? What are you protecting?
It's in the city. I'm in Manhattan.
I know, but what is the type of business?
It's like a store. It's like a store that's not open yet. That will be renovated and open at some point.
Like P was like when we had P on was protecting.
Bottom floor of the building, right onto the street, Manhattan. All right, doors, little crack in the doors. You know what I mean? I literally
put my dick. Know about this? Was Bones there?
I put my dick in between the holes in the doors, and I would knock if a bad bitch walked by.
Wait a minute. You put your dick between the hinge hole?
Yeah, like where there's like an opening. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute, like where the doorknob's missing and they haven't put it in yet?
Bro, picture big wooden doors that there's a gap.
Say it louder so I maybe understand it when you say it louder.
I mean, but do you understand?
No, say it loud so then I understand it.
If a door closed, it would do this, but instead the door was like this.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And you put your dick in between that and stood there?
And then knocked if like a bad bitch was walking by or some shit. I'd be like and you get all sorts of reactions. You know what I mean? This
is on the street. This is on the street in New York. This is like people are passing by, like a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm not on the street. I'm in the building, but they're on the street.
I know you're in there, and you got the doors like where you can shut it all the way and just pull your dick out.
There's like a little joint right here, like a space, and I just put my joint.
Jesus Christ, son! What the fuck,
bro? I was disgusting, bro. You know what I mean? Disgusting, bro. But because I was chasing back then, bro. That's like, I mean, like
I changed my whole view of you, and but I appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Dust, that was a nasty fuck too. I just retired from being that gross like decades ago. At this,
did I ever?
You know what I mean?
Have you ever been jerking off in public? Have you ever jerked off like fully jerked off in public?
I mean, is this a real question?
Yeah, like outside your home. I'm saying outside your home.
There is not a man who hasn't beat off in public. At some point.
Now the follow-up question would be, has anybody ever like caught you or done some like Minnesota Airlines shit where they like, you know, because you're like under the toilets, like the gap where they can see your legs if somebody's shit next to you.
Yeah.
Where your legs are shaking. Has anybody ever caught you?
No, I wouldn't say that. No.
I'm setting you up for me to say. Obviously, I'm setting you up for me to say.
You got caught.
Not only caught, but the guy stuck his fucking head under that hole.
Of course, that happened many times.
Yeah.
That's when I was cranking. Yeah, that's when I was in it. I used to walk out and just like when I wasn't being totally disgusting, I would walk out and just try to get females to come and hang. But all right, so you're in the stall, you're doing your thing. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was rough.
It should be on the list.
It wasn't great. No, it wasn't great. You know what I mean? It wasn't great. I mean, it wasn't great. You know. So
I have mercy.
So you got caught. Hold on. You got caught.
What?
So what did dude say to you? He knew you were beating off or something? Did he help you?
Yeah, he was trying to help me. He was like, no, for real. Like, and I was like, you know what I mean? It freaked me out. Obviously, it freaked me the fuck out. And I
What
was
was he
like,
saying? He was doing like JOI. He was doing like jerk off instructions from the
bro.
other
He's
cell?
stuck. How
From the other-
hard is? Think about sitting on a toilet.
Yeah.
Right? You're sitting on a toilet. How hard is it for you to bend your head down between your legs and stick your head under that foot of space to look at the guy? First of all, think of that athletically. And then think of me beating off and my legs are shaking. And then I got I mashed his face with my right foot and got up like a fucking rape victim.
Wait,
I
so,
swear
so you were beating off and literally saw this dude's face pass from under the stall.
He passed under it and was like, looked up at me, and I was like, because I was like, I had like a porn picture, so I'm like, magazine, so like old school, and I'm like, beat, and then motherfucker's head's right there, and I'm like, oh hell, I like said out loud, like, oh fuck no, like what the fuck, and
so now
hit him with my foot.
In that instance, if you would have beat off on that man's face, would you be gay?
No, not at all.
No, because it's a mistake.
No. Yeah,
tap your foot on the stall to let him know you're cool.
That's what it is, dog. Exactly, Ross. That was like it was like when I hear these guys that like do it on purpose, like I understand how they work. You know what I mean? If I was gay at the time, I'd have been like, oh hell yeah, like come on in, son.
Yeah.
Like,
he was definitely he was.
That's what he did it for. Obviously, he did it, and then
that was
to
the
have
original Tinder. That was the original Tinder.
Yeah.
You know?
And why would he just stick his foot under? He should just stuck his foot under, like touch my foot, but instead he stuck his whole head under.
Right.
His whole head.
Yo, can I tell you the most disgusting thing that ever happened to
I'd
anybody?
love to hear it.
Thank God this isn't my story. I will not reveal whose story it is because he might be on the show at some point. I don't want him to be known as the person that this story is about. But motherfucker called me one day, right? Close friend of mine, and he's like, yo, bro. He sounded traumatized. And I couldn't stop laughing. That felt so bad. He's like,
That's
yo,
mean.
bro.
That's very
he's like,
mean.
yo, the worst shit that ever happened to me ever happened. I'm like, what, bro? Come on. I know you a long time, da-da-da. He's like, yeah, I go into the bathroom, take my shit, do whatever I do. I'm done, right? He goes to flush the toilet, bro. There is an entire fucking man's nut on the fucking the joint to flush the toilet, bro.
Oh, he came on the handle. Damn,
bro,
that's cold-blooded.
Bro, he put his entire hand. He's like, yo,
that's cold-blooded. That's coldblooded. That's cold-blooded shit.
He was like, yo, this shit was dripping off my hand.
Yeah,
bro.
that's cold-blooded. I don't think I've ever experienced that, but it should happen more. You'd think that would happen more, right?
If I was gay at this time.
Yeah, straight up, bro.
Indicating that you are gay now. That's what that indicates.
I get it. I mean, I get it. I mean,
oh my God.
If I was gay, dude, I mean, yeah, if I was gay at the time, I'd have been like, fucking keep your face right there. Like, fucking, let's go. Feet first, or it's creepy. Yeah. Feet first. Exactly. It's
He's
feet
looking
first.
for dick. He was looking for dick.
But you don't do your face first. You do a foot, like bump my foot. And then like maybe I bump, like that's the whole thing of like
that's guy code. Guy code is a
guy gay code. Right. There's still respect. You still gotta have respect, even if you're a gay dude. You still have,
Cat said the guy wasn't gay. He wanted to be pissed on. Totally different fetish. Right. Right.
Could be.
All right. Dust, let me ask you a question. Are you right around the pee anyway right now?
You goddamn right I am. There's a black man on the screen. You think I'm not gonna piss?
I figured you're probably close to a pee anyway.
I feel like earlier we got off to a bumpy start with me taking a piss with the trans situation.
No. You want to know why? Not because Dust, you are a bumpy start. You know what I mean?
But I feel like it was the trans situation.
What makes you
were
great?
Gonna shut down the show, and I feel like
that you're a train wreck. That's what makes you great.
But also I feel like there's a tranny situation, and then I go to take a piss.
Here's the thing, Dust. If this show is basically an elbow bump on the wall, elbow bump on the wall. That's the power move too.
That would have been or like a hole. Like back in the day, there were glory holes, right? And it wasn't like stick your whole head under there. Have some respect.
Right. So what
What is
we'll
that, your
do
piss
is
cup?
we'll go pee right now. I'll play a couple minutes of my my crackhead commentary from the local crackhead that was jogging around in my fucking my parking lot. We'll play that real quick just to have something going while we pee. And the Wiggers will be back. We'll talk Tekashi. We'll talk Trump arrest. We'll talk.
You know what? I just want to send a special shout out to JD. Okay.
JD is the man. Dust rules. No, exactly. That's the thing, right? Like, bro, Dust. If this show.
Well, no. I feel bad now because I was trying to take a piss.
No. Listen, shut up, bro. I'll talk my shit to you, and I might even get angry or worked up or whatever the fuck.
I mean, no. I feel bad because you were gonna cut the show off, and I really had to take a piss, and I should have done it better. That's all I'm saying. I should have been like, I'm gonna take a piss, Cliff, and I didn't. I didn't even say it.
Yeah. Well, that's the only reason I got upset because I knew you. If you were doing it as a bit, I wouldn't even have minded.
It wasn't a bit. I had to take a piss.
You forgot again.
No. I should have fucking been like, yo, I'm gonna take a piss. Dude.
But can I tell you something? Can I tell you something, though, bro?
Yeah,
if this show was 2 of me, right, exact my personality doubled, this show would suck.
Of course,
if this show was
terrible.
2
Who wants
of
2
you,
cliffs?
Right. But listen, if this show was 2 of you, same shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know. 2 of me. Come on.
You're already 2 of you, as compared to years ago. But let's.
Got my man out here having a full crack attack, meth attack, something. Got a Kango on. That's probably one of the official hats of drug addicts, right? A Kango might be one of the official ones. Be honest with you. I'm out here dancing, jogging. My man out here. My man out here still. My man out here running, doing calisthenics, throwing himself against walls. Look at him. My man's putting in that work. He's going full bath salts on him. And my man got the King of New York Kango on. Hey, you got the Kango on doing laps in the supermarket parking lot. Look at this, bro. This is super fiend right here. My man ready to jump a building in a single crack rock. You know? My man's about to climb that tree like Batman with no grappling hook, just with his fingernails. Look at him. You saw that spin over the stop sign, right? I told the brother, be careful. At first, he was like, what? What do you mean? And I was like, bro, be careful, bro. You get hit by cars out here. It's like, oh, thanks, man. I respect that. Look at my man. Air humping, air swinging. Oh, he going for it, bro. My man's training like, this is like Rocky. This is like the Rocky montage, but with crackheads. Just crack. My man's on crack. It might be meth or PCP. Okay, now my man's doing P90 crack. Yeah, he's doing this P90X workout on the tree. He's doing tree calisthenics right now. Tree crackasthenics. My man doing that hot yoga, hot meth yoga. You know what I mean? Doing his Pilates on this local tree here. Still got the Kango on. The Kango has not failed him once. Uh-oh, my man's ready. He's stretching. He's getting ready for it. Now he's in the NFL. Now he's doing the NFL. Oh. He about to explode off the D-line. Oh, now he's breakdancing. Now my guy's breakdancing. Punching the air again. Okay. So you think you can crack? This is so you think you could man, all he would do is have fun. You know what I mean? He was out here dancing, jamming, shadow boxing ghosts, doing Pilates on the tree, dodging traffic like Frogger.
What do you think, Dust? What do you think about my man getting arrested, bro? For
I think that's foul. He shouldn't have got arrested, dude. He's over here fucking. I mean, he's doing the Lord's work.
Right.
I mean, people are passing in traffic. He wasn't bothering. No, I didn't see him go up to any cars.
Nothing. He didn't
Nothing.
harass a single person.
I didn't see nobody get harassed, dude. He's over there. Look at. He's far away from everybody.
Right.
Look at him. Look at him. Mind his own goddamn business. Look at those leaps. Look at that stretch, dude.
Come on, son. Come on, man. Leave this man alone, man. That's what I say. Leave this man alone.
Hands behind the back, dude. This is I support the WHigz support this man until he gets help. He should get help, but until he wants help, you got to get help. Right. But obviously, until it's up to you, man. Look at he's not even like jumping on the back of that car.
Nothing. Oh. He was a risk to himself, I guess.
He's
like
a risk
that's
to himself.
Thing.
I guess so.
People would say shit like that, I guess, but shout out the local crackhead.
mean,
we don't get many of those up here, bro. In New York,
really?
That was like part of my life, bro. You know what I mean? Like I would see shit like that all the time. In this,
I got those guys
bro?
all day outside. I got those, and I appreciate that guy because I've seen the aggressive guys.
Yeah,
guys.
Me too. That's what I'm saying, right,
bro? I see the aggressive guys. That guy's fine. I mean, he's not going to piss me off. He's not going to make me go. I like seeing, I don't like seeing, but if you see somebody on drugs, you go, he's having a good time.
Right.
I know that's difficult to say, but after you've seen so many people on drugs, you go,
sure.
Oh, he looks like he's having fun. I just assume I don't know. I don't know what's in his head. I don't know. But.
Right. I'm with you on this one, bro. I'm not a fan of him getting arrested. Like, to me, in that situation, like, a cop could definitely take him and be like, listen, bro, you're wilding the fuck out. Where's your house? Go home, and I won't arrest you. You could give him that.
I mean, we kind of need, like, places like I got arrested. Not arrested. I got taken to, like, a drug center where when you're high, they took you there, Back in the day, they used to take you there like a drunk tank.
Like a drunk tank type joint. Yeah.
For people that are high, they took me there, and I was off of what was I? I was on like I don't know, a quarter of shrooms. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they took me there, and I was fucking. So I thought I was. I thought I was goddamn God. Chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Anytime to chill the fuck out.
I agree. The meth zombies and the fentanyl zombies do not look like they're having a good time.
They mostly do not. For the most part, you're talking about a 0.001% of the drugged out population are having a good time.
But a running crackhead that's clapping his hands, whatever the fuck my man was all right there, he was having a good time. You know
anybody putting their hands behind their back. I never see a meth head or a fentanyl addict putting their hands behind their back, like have at it, not chasing cars, not being aggressive. And I listen, I don't want to see it. I don't like it. That shit bothers me. Of course, as a human being, you're like, fuck, this sucks, dude.
Which part bothers you? That he's a drug addict or that he's getting in your way?
That guy wasn't in my way.
He wasn't in your way?
That guy wasn't. But I'm saying he wasn't in my way. I mean, there's a lot of people that are sober that are in my way where I go, God damn, dude. Like, and then piss me off. Those guys piss me off too.
I'd rather them get arrested. Why don't you arrest some slow walking regular motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Rather than these fucking this crackhead's clapping and fucking doing Fred Astaire spins on a stop sign. He's dancing in the fucking rain that ain't there. Leave this motherfucker alone, bro. You know what I mean?
Fred Astaire, you know what I mean? That ain't there. Bars.
Fred Astaire, it ain't there. So anyway, let's look at my man Tekashi. Finally got what he should have got a while ago.
The man who brutally beat a rapper. Palm Beach Sheriff's deputies are looking for the man who brutally beat a rapper, Tekashi 6ix9ine. This assault was caught on camera. Tekashi 6ix9ine, real name Daniel Hernandez, was at an LA Fitness gym in Lake Worth. And the attacker seen here waiting to confront Hernandez in the bathroom and then attacking him. He was gone before deputies arrived. Hernandez was taken to the hospital for treatment. They
give him a nice little beat down in that bathroom, bro.
I mean, it's not bad for millions of dollars, right? It comes with the territory when you're doing what he's doing.
When you're a snitch, he's getting beat up because he's a snitch.
Yeah, I mean,
you know Tekashi's whole story, or are you this not?
I mean,
no.
I don't know. Oh, he snitched on his blood gang.
So wait,
that
yeah,
what-
yeah, you know. Why you act like you don't know and shit?
I mean, don't gang members need to get snitched on?
I guess they do need to get snitched on, technically, right? Technically, somebody's got to be a snitch. I guess that is a valid point.
I
to a
mean,
degree.
how are we gonna stop gang violence if we don't snitch them out, dude? Is
Right,
my
right,
only thing. As
right.
an old white man now, I go.
But
how
also,
how are we gonna stop gang violence by snitching?
right. But also, he could get a beating for it, right? At the
Of
same
course.
Right.
I mean,
That's all that matters.
he made money off of it, and it comes with the territory. You made
Right.
money off of it, dude. And,
Right.
and that's another thing. When you make money off of it, it seems like that's what it is. That's what it is. You're gonna have to take a beating. And he's not as cute as he once was, turns out. He's not as cute.
Especially not with fucking 45 Timberland fucking marks on his face.
How shitty is it to be like a 60-year-old, even at my age, a 45-year-old man to have like 6'9" tatted on your face with all this shit and just be fucked up laying in the hospital? God damn, that's got to be depressing. I'm already depressed as it is. I got no face tattoos, and I'd just be depressed even more. I'm already depressed. Jesus Christ.
I'm just hoping it was some New York motherfuckers. I know they were in Florida, but if New York didn't beat this dude down yet and Florida got to him first, that's a problem for me. You know what I mean? That's a problem for me, man. Because like Dust, I got the old school shit in me with that no snitching shit. Like, don't do some shit if you're not willing to, be responsible for the, like how many times I had crazy crime, opportunities. And I'm like, I'm just not going to go there. You know what I mean? Like I did plenty of shit, but I always knew every single thing I was doing, what might happen if I got caught that night. You know what I mean? Including putting my dick through fucking warehouse doors.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I haven't been to that point in like a lot of years, bro, where I was doing crime, where it was like,
Yeah, but the point is, when you were, you knew the risk of the crimes you were doing, and you would have been willing to stay your ass that night or that week or that whatever, because you knew what you were doing was fucked up. You're saying you would have snitched?
Would I snitch? No.
Is that what you're saying? That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're literally debating between snitching or not snitching. So you say you would have snitched? Is that what you're saying?
Well, what? Like what? Like what he did? What he was rapping?
No, fuck
rapping
all that. No. Whatever crime you choose to do, right? Do you believe that you should be willing to serve the time?
There's an old school, of course, like
Yeah.
back in the day, it was the cops. You respected the cops because they were doing what they're doing. They're trying to chase criminals, and you were a criminal. And you respected them because they were doing what they do, and you were doing what you do, crime. And then all of a sudden, in the middle, it became some bitch shit. And it's like crybaby shit these days, dude.
Well, Sammy the Bull started it, right? Like he started it within like the mafia ranks, and then there's certain dudes that got caught in like the New York drug game ranks that like they snitched a little bit in like the 80s and the 90s. Like that,
and as a true
90s,
wigger, you were disappointed in the black community when they all became,
just like you were disappointed in fucking Sammy the Bull, at that time, like, you know what I mean? But
you were disappointed in your black heroes that were like,
who was your black hero that snitched? Do you know one that you can name?
Every last one of them.
Every last one of them snitched.
Every last one of them.
Yo, all my black heroes snitched.
All my black heroes snitched.
All my black heroes snitched. But
and you were like, you go, oh damn, not the like. I was like, oh no, not the black. You guys were my boy. What happened? I was like holding you guys. I thought you guys was gonna fucking hold it down. What the fuck happened?
He wouldn't have been in jail forever, Mel. He was caught up with a whole bunch of people with the blood gang. He basically talked his shit on records, right? Wanted to be down with something, but came down with one of the gangs in New York, partook in plenty of crimes, had known criminals protecting him, keeping him from getting his fucking face stomped into the pavement. And then when he got arrested, he snitched on every last one. They were friends at the time, half of these dudes. Now, some of them did try to rob him.
I mean, sometimes you try to get robbed, it changes things a little bit. I'm just saying.
Right. No, I agree. I agree to a degree, but not all of them, bro. This man snitched on everybody. You know what I mean? He didn't do 20 seconds in jail, and the shit he was involved in. You know what I mean, bro? Like, now he did 20 seconds. He did like little bullshit, but not like just while he was awaiting certain hearings and shit. Like, this dude snitched to the extreme.
Yeah. I mean,
you know,
you should know when you're doing crime, bro. You got to know you just have to be willing to go all the way and be like, I might.
It's not even that. No. You don't have to be willing to go all the way, but you have to be willing.
Kind of.
You have to be willing to not take down the people near to you if you get caught doing that crime, because you got to be able to say, all right, look, this shit I'm doing right now, right? Whether it's I'm on this drug run, or we're moving guns from state to state, or I'm doing this or I'm doing that. You know what comes with that, right? If you get caught doing that shit,
maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe he should have known better because his, you know what I mean? He's not built for that.
Well, that's where the OGs fucked up, because they got this little moist ass fucking Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? That's clearly moist as all fucking general. You take those tattoos off of him, this motherfucker look like Puerto Rican Justin Bieber. You know what I mean? Probably took his first fucking face shot of cum when he was 14. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you're right. That's a good point. They should have known he was a little fucking moist little fucking pussy.
Isn't that kind of it? Like, that's kind of like when I see that when I seen the so-called Bloods that were whatever the fuck, I go, well, you guys had it coming because you guys put them on, or whatever the fuck. That's kind of the situation. If your boys do that shit, the reality that nobody wants to talk about is that it's like, you know what I mean? To really trust somebody to do crime with is madness to begin with. To really trust,
especially when you're doing real shit, especially when like shit,
bro.
Carries
like I remember I plotted to rob a bank, right, in the 90s. I was gonna rob a bank, and I was like, who am I gonna get to rob a bank with me? Right? I was doing a ton of crime. I was basically ready to go to jail. This is what I was doing. I'm ready to go to jail, dude. You know, right? I was robbing, I was sticking up people left and right physically. That shit wasn't paying off. It was like, what are you doing, Dusty? You can't just strong arm rob people. They see you, dummy.
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna have to go rob a bank. Let's go rob a bank. And I was like, well, who am I gonna get? And I had one guy that I could go rob a bank with. But still,
that you felt like
I could trust. I could not to rat on me if we get caught separately when we fucking, you shoot it out with somebody, or you're willing to kill over money, because you're willing to kill. You have to go to that far, right?
Oh, if you rob if you're robbing a bank with guns, you have to be like not willing necessarily, but like it could go that route.
Of course, you don't want to kill anybody. You're not like getting hard off of murder, but you're like, all right.
See, but Mel, that's the problem though. He 100% knew what they were all about. These were known gangsters in New York, known gangs, and he knew that's where it shifts to the other side, right? Like you made a good point with they should have known he was a little bitch ass, right? But then when Mel says this, it shifts back to the other side though. He 100% knew, and he took all that come with it, right? He took all the protection that came with it. The fact that he was able to talk crazy shit on record and not get shot in his fucking head. So he knew. He 100% knew. He 100% knew. So it's always debatable. The problem with me is I just got that, just that old school, New
I
York
feel you.
shit.
I'm not gonna blame him specifically, because he took advantage of those guys, and those guys took advantage of him at some point.
Two sides, yeah.
I'm not gonna just put the blame solely on I don't think he's smart.
Just don't snitch though, man. Like just shut the fuck up.
But that's not gonna happen. That's just not gonna happen ever. Well, it's just not. I mean, hey man, my
listen, I have a little bit of a criminal mentality, even though
I found out who later on I found out who my relatives were. I found out that they were always manipulators. I'm basically fighting a manipulator's mentality my whole life. Because I feel like manipulating my whole life. I really do. I feel like manipulating is fine. And I have to fight I've been fighting that for 20 plus years.
You fought manipulating other people.
manipulating other people. Like I always feel every time I feel like hustling, getting something over, and I think of like ways to do it that people haven't thought
but
of.
that's just survival, though. That's survival.
I mean, that's one way of looking at it. The other way is
survival. That's survival, bro. If I didn't manipulate certain situations as I was coming up with my upbringing, with your upbringing, people may know, they might hear more as when we repeat stories and shit. But bro, that if we did not learn to manipulate situations, we would not be sitting here right now. So as long as you weren't like taking advantage of the innocent, like the innocent.
I'm saying that it's a terrible mentality to have.
It is.
It is not good.
Horrible.
I don't like it. Yeah. I don't like myself that way. I don't like those thoughts. Those thoughts. Those thoughts I don't like, and I try to get rid of. I try to. Well, to a point.
It's survival.
But it really isn't.
But you have to know your point, right?
In America. Now what I know, it wasn't. I could have done a lot. I could have done a lot more.
You have to know your point, right? Like I definitely have manipulated and used manipulation to survive, but there's also a moral compass point. Like that's the difference. Like Tekashi's point, this is talking about the Tekashi shit still. Anyone who just tapped in, the people he committed crimes with, what the fuck? He snitched on his own people. Watch who you roll with. Criminal's a criminal. Rob Steele. She said something about them not having a moral compass at some point. And that but that's the difference, right? Like you might have done some manipulating, might have done some fucked up shit, me as well, right? But I know I always had a moral compass, right? Even though I might have like done some things that were wrong when I was at my worst, or whatever. But you have a moral compass. I would like to believe.
Let's say like this, right? Like I got to a point where I was robbing friends.
Right, Cass.
That's terrible.
Were you robbing them strong arm or stealing from them? There's a difference.
I was stealing.
Yeah, that's not robbing. That's not robbing. That's stealing. That's actually the worst kind of person in a way. But
yeah, that's right. It is. Yeah. It's very bad.
It goes like this. My list of scumbags go like this: pedophiles, rapists, sneak thieves.
Right.
To me, sneak thieves are right there.
Which is what and if you've done that,
are right below sneak thieves.
Which is where I was like, I did it in this is one time, but still I go, God damn. So I could have done it a bunch of times, right? If I didn't correct myself. If I didn't correct myself like as a teenager, I could have kept doing that and just robbing the shit out of people that actually cared for me. Gave a shit. But I didn't know enough that I didn't that was the bad thing. When people don't realize is that people give a shit about you and you do them wrong. Which is terrible, bro. When they don't realize it, like that motherfucker. Hey, first of all, the guy would have gave it to me. He would have gave it to me. If I'd have been like, "Yo, hey man, I need $50, $100, a couple $100." He'd have been like,
when you did that shit, but when you did that shit, you were in the throes of addiction. Is that fair to say?
No, not at all. I was just a young, stupid ass motherfucker, dude. I was just a young and I
like no. I was just a sneak thief.
I wasn't. I was never an addict until I was
Let me give you another out. Let me give you another out. How old were you when you were doing this sneak thieving of people that were close
15, 16.
I wouldn't even think about it then. If you were doing it in your 20s and your 30s,
of course I don't like cry about it, at night.
You sound like you might.
Not at all. I'm just putting it out there. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad now. I'm saying I talk to the guy still. That's my boy.
Whew. No. I get it totally. Sneak thieving, like I said, that's the third or fourth.
I still talk to him. I just,
you were a kid.
To be honest, he was a fucking. First of all, he might have been the biggest scumbag of all.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He did some fucking. I mean, he did some weird ass shit. I seen him. First of all, who the fuck tells you when you're high on acid that we're gonna go kill a couple motherfuckers in the orange grove? Come on, you don't do that.
Yeah, a weirdo.
Don't do that, Cliff.
But anyway, Tekashi the snitch. Very debatable topic. You're not a scumbag. You were a sneak thief when you were young. Being a sneak thief as an adult, you're a piece of fucking garbage. That's one thing I avoided. That's the one thing I avoided, right? I definitely did some shit I would never do now and feel like, remorse for or guilty for. But I definitely avoid. The only time I snuck thief ever was one time, bro. And it was I was drunk, super house party one night, and it was like $20 on the counter next to my boy's mom's purse. So I ended up giving him the money back and everything. You know what I mean? Because I felt like I was like,
did you ever steal from your parents?
Piece of shit. Like
You
chain,
did. You
like
did.
chain. No, my parents
You
were fucking
dirty
poor
son
as
of a
fuck, though,
bitch.
just like yours. So what did I really steal?
Well, I'm not gonna blame you or nothing, but basically it's terrible.
Yeah, but I couldn't steal
I mean,
shit. They had
now I
nothing.
think now that the balance is better, I think it's 51 you, 49 me.
Bro, you were sneak thieving in your 40s, motherfucker. Not gonna lie.
You know what's funny? Let me tell you something, Cliff. Look at this is my hustle right now, right? This is terrible hustle, right? State insurance. State insurance pays for here you go. Here's the hustle. Here's the Wigga hustle of the day, guys. You ready? Here's full-grown Wigga hustle that doesn't burn anybody that you know.
Only burns the government.
It only burns the government or the state insurance. So state insurance pays for you to have an Uber or a Lyft to go to your doctor's appointment.
Okay.
Right? I don't know
Is
if
that
anybody
state?
knows this.
Is that state shit or is that
State insurance? State insurance.
veteran
State-
shit? Not here.
No.
Not
State.
here.
State-
That's some
no,
Cali shit, boy.
Look it
You
up.
hear me?
Look it up. Look it
No,
up.
that's Cali shit. It's
Well,
Cali shit.
Look it up
They don't
again.
do that
Look it up
here.
again. And
They
if
don't
you're
do that
not,
here.
we'll have a Wiggas go to the fucking. We'll go to your city council, and we'll have Wiggas at city council, and everybody here will back you on that, man. But you can. So
No, I
you
believe
can
they do
call
it in Cali.
Well,
I believe they do it in Cali.
Here's the hustle. Here's the hustle. Is like they don't ask for shit, Cliff. They don't verify your doctor at all.
Oh, so you just take Ubers?
And take an Uber.
Oh, I love this. That's
you get
great.
You can take a free Uber to goddamn Vegas. And
that's
fucking
great.
It's on state insurance. You're welcome. You're welcome, Wiggas.
Have you ever done it? Have you ever done long distance?
No long distance. No,
bro,
long
take
distance.
an Uber. Bro, take an Uber to fucking my house, bro. Cut the shit. Say you got to see a specialist, and then
man.
Dust, if we can make you take an Uber from California,
I'll
to
lose my insurance
Pennsylvania
when I
on the state's dime.
I might lose it. I might lose it, bro. I gotta have it. I gotta have it for something. I'm getting older now, bro. I mean,
Bro.
I have problems now. I have weird medical problems. I can't just say fuck this insurance.
Nah, fucking with
No,
you
well,
on
they
this
can't
shit,
deny me either. I could try it. I could go, and they go, because all you do is call, and they go, okay, where are you going? I go 702 Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Bro, don't say my address, bro.
Yeah, exactly. 702. And they go, when would you like to be there? I go, I'm leaving tomorrow at fucking 9 a.m.
You could probably do it. That's the bottom line. But
I mean,
I would
you might be able to do that, bro.
All right. So speaking of crimes, there's different levels of crimes. What do we think about them trying to get they're trying to get Donnie, bro?
They better back up, dude. This is 2024 Donnie Trump. Let's go.
Well, Trump could definitely suck my dick, and so could every other politician.
Whoa!
Look, every
How
other
dare you,
goddamn
dude? Whoa!
politician.
That's Papa fucking Trump, dude. You're talking about, bro.
So do you know what they're actually trying to get him on, bro?
No,
All
I
these
don't,
years
I
later,
don't. Bro, I told we talked about this before. I know nothing. I mean, I know nothing what these guys are doing. Every day we have woken up that my brother, I told you, my brother goes, hey man, what they arrested Trump today? It's like every day they're saying that shit.
Right. And this is my point with this shit, bro. Like they're gonna make all they're doing is emboldening the people that already support him that are psychopath supporters. I don't mean just the regular Republicans that they vote Trump because it's Republican. I'm talking about like those psycho ass Trump supporters, bro. You're making this man a fucking martyr. You're making this man a martyr, bro.
Yeah.
Even if he gets arrested, you're making him a fucking martyr. And then you know what they're getting him for at this point, bro? All these fucking Russia Gate, taxes, bro, for paying hush money to Stormydaniels right before the election.
Is that illegal?
Well, apparently in some way, shape, or form, maybe, yes, it's illegal. Could you imagine if every politician that paid fucking hush money got arrested? Bro, every goddamn fucking motherfucker in Congress would be fucking jail perp walked to the nearest fucking prison.
Can we take a shot? Can we just take a shot with everybody Let's take some shot with everybody in the comments, bro. What?
Oh, you're too much, Dust.
What? I'm sorry. Am I sidetracking it? Sorry, man.
I give you a whole diatribe. You give me nothing back.
I apologize. Let's take a shot. Salute everybody. Mel's Diner, Cass, Creamy Jeans, Illmind. I just want to take a shot with the people, man. Sorry, man. I'm a people. Listen, Cliff. Hate me if you want. I'm a people person.
We just lost one more people. Oh, you got there sidetracking, motherfucker. You got the 5 loyal.
God damn it! God damn it! Fuck that shit. All right, man. My bad,
bro. The 5 dust lovers.
Know.
The 5 dust lovers are still here, and everyone else is fucking
My
left.
bad. I know. I try. I'm sorry. God damn it. I don't know what we're doing.
Don't you dare apologize, bro.
All right.
Don't you fucking dare apologize, bro.
I'm like, what are we doing?
You're my boy.
I love
because
you.
I can talk shit and you don't apologize. And
I'm not.
do the
Listen,
goddamn same with me, you cocksucker.
You're right. You're right.
Fuck out of
right.
here, bro. Listen, bro, Dust, listen. You know the deal, right?
No, I know.
We do our best to keep the train on the track at times.
You're right.
And some episodes, the train gets off the track just a little more, and it's okay.
It does. I know.
It's okay, though.
You're right.
Like, we're here to hang for a few hours a week, right? This is my release. I
love
once a
this.
week.
I love
you. Know
you.
what I mean, bro?
You know
this
I
is
love
it.
you.
My favorite thing to do, bro. So
I-
don't ever fucking apologize. But anyway,
I just want to thank you for that earlier story where I will, when I fall asleep tonight, I'll think of you in a random Manhattan building, like with 2 doors coming together with your dick in the middle going, yo, ma, yo, ma, yo, ma.
bro.
Like getting to the point where you're like, ma.
And that was prime dick, too.
Yeah.
Like now, if I try putting my dick through a door like that, my stomach would prevent like 2/3 of my dick. You know what I mean? Like that was that was when his stomach wasn't preventing any dick. So there was like mad inches out in the air. You know what I mean? My dick was just swinging in the wind. You know what I mean? That shit, my dick hole was whistling. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro. I mean, I just want to picture the movie. If it was a movie, it'd be like, it just says at the top, it'd be like security or like cliff or like security. Like, and it's like the backdrop is like all black and it's just the doors closing and just a frame of a man pushing his swollen member through the doorway of the light. Dude, it's like the greatest thing ever.
Bro, what about the doors are closing? And instead of like, all right, so obviously I went up there, it was just open, right? But like, what if it's even more? And the security guard, he brings a wedge with him every day. So as the doors are closing, he runs upstairs when he hears them closing and he puts the wedge just so the doors stay open enough. You know?
Beautiful. That's the beautiful part, bro. Like he's like, oh, this is good. This is what it is. This is what we do.
My dick's whistling tonight. Oh shit, bro. But yeah, Stormydaniels. That's what they're trying to get this fucking cocksucker for. Listen, they're only helping him, Dust.
Yeah.
Do they not understand it? Why? See, the thing that makes me less and less liberal or less and less left wing, as I was for a good portion of my life, probably without even realizing, is how retarded that side of the aisle has gotten, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dixie. But you gotta spell Dixie Dicksie. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't try elevator doors. Straight up. I will. But you know what? Like back in the day, me might have won the battle, right? Like the elevator doors might have like ding ding. You know what I mean? But now me, my dick just get murdered. You know what I mean? That should be fucking flattening. But yeah, so I mean, it's just gotten so retarded at this point, bro. Like, do you not understand all you're doing is making this dude more and more of a fucking martyr? You know, but this is one real point I want to make, though, because you're just listening anyway at this point till we move on to something else, apparently.
Facts.
I could just tell, like you're just done.
I mean,
So-
I'm not gonna jump on the Trump dog.
Well, what do you think?
He's already been shit on by everybody and their mom since what 8 years? For 8 years now.
Well, yeah. Well,
There's nothing really more I can say about it. I mean,
yeah, but the problem is, I'll make an argument for that it's a good thing for both parties, right? Because what have we seen be a byproduct of them attacking Trump?
What do we?
Wait,
what
let
do
me
we-
finish, please, bro. Are you gonna say something good?
No. Go ahead.
No, you go. Let me hear this. Go.
I was just gonna say, I mean, we need a third party. Obviously, that's what we get.
Of course. I mean, that would change everything.
We need a third party, a fourth party, a fifth party. We need 10 parties.
We need 10 parties.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? I mean, nobody likes to hear it, but it's like it's tiring. Republican, Democrat, and it's like both of them. Fuck them. Like, what the fuck you want? And yet, every young people has a thing, and then they never get there. We never get there.
Yeah, Mel, this is the most legitimate chance he's had so far to be indicted, right? So at the very least, there's a possibility he's going to get arrested to be indicted, and then he'll probably end up beating the case anyway, which just goes to my whole point of you just making more and more of a martyr of him. But here's my argument to why it's a good thing, Dusty, on some real talk shit. What's been the byproduct of them attacking Trump for 4 years? Biden being openly attacked for 4 years, right? So fuck Trump, get out of fuck Biden, right? Yeah, now we get Trump. He might play martyr by being arrested, right? But then what's the byproduct of that? Then the other side is going to be more diligent and try to arrest people on the other side. Just like they became more diligent in trying to go after Biden, right? The Trump documents, 2 weeks later, all of a sudden Biden got documents, right? It's accountability. So in the long run, it might be good for the people to a degree. You know what I mean? Because if this motherfucker, you can hold him responsible, then they're going to hold the other side responsible. Then little by little, both sides start being held more responsible. Another byproduct of this shit. If Trump gets arrested, right, there's certain things that can happen where he wouldn't be able to run, I believe, in the two main parties, but I think he'd still be able to run third party. What if Trump ends up? What if he gets arrested? It fucks up the Republican Democrat shit somehow, and then he runs independent, and then he wins third party. Another thing that, even though I don't like Trump, and I would never want him to win, would never vote for him, also wouldn't vote for Biden, but if he won on a third party ticket, it would be another thing that would open up the floodgates, right? So maybe more political accountability, and maybe third party shit comes of this at some point.
I like it. I like where your head's at.
Like
I'm with it. I'm with it, bro.
Because fuck them all.
Yeah.
The real name of the
at the
game.
end of the day, that's what it is. At the
Fuck
end of the day,
Hillary. Fuck them all.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck
really
these
the
cunts,
bottom
bro.
line.
They've all been in there way too long. They're all dug in. I mean, they're fucking us all.
Right.
I mean, it's tiring. I've watched it for fucking 20 plus years as a grown man.
Right.
God damn.
Both parties getting away with murder.
Both-
and this
both-
guy pays off a fucking porn
Oh.
star?
Yeah. I mean,
Come on.
and
man.
then, it's pathetic in the realm of like, I mean, come on, man. Like, I feel like all the shit that Democrats did to him or looked for, or vice versa, like for Biden or earlier with Obama, it's like, get some real shit. So like, if you get busted for that, it's not even respectful.
Right.
It's not like a respectful, I don't know, but it's stupid.
Well,
It's
yeah,
stupid.
if you're gonna get them.
Right, that's what I'm saying. All the real shit that like everybody would be like, the Russia shit. If he got taken in for like, I don't know, he got an audio with Putin, and he's like, oh yeah, man, I'll suck your dick, dude. Like, this is fucking hell yeah, let's do this shit, dude. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck these Americans, man. Fuck that shit. You'd be like, oh hell yeah, like
fuck
right.
Trump. You'd be like, fuck.
And the same with
Yeah.
Biden. Like when they were like at Hunter and the laptop, like you got the Ukrainian motherfuckers like, yeah, man, man, fuck America, man. Ukraine and shit. Like, but the truth is that everybody's trying to sell out America, and it's Democrat and Republican. It's what it is. and
Everybody
it'll never be
literally,
right.
including Trump, though. That's the other thing that people gotta understand. Like, Trump made a lot of money with overseas people over the years. You know, it's not like this was like America first when he was making his money. When he was making his money, he wasn't thinking America first. You know, and that's the thing people need to understand too. Like Trump, the reason Trump went through all this, right? And Clinton didn't is because Trump was an outsider, right? But he's only an outsider as far as he wasn't in politics for 20, 30 years. But he was rubbing elbows with all those cocksuckers for 20, 30 years, rubbing elbows with the Saudis, rubbing elbows with all the, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, it's not much of
I mean, but honestly, who isn't? That's where we're at.
Yeah, anybody
we're at a who
in that
isn't.
realm. Anybody in that
realm.
realm.
We're at a who isn't. We're at a who isn't.
Well, we're at a who isn't if you're a
isn't?
billionaire. If you're a billionaire, who isn't?
But who isn't, bro? Because you have to have money. It all comes back to the problem with America, which is the money that goes into lobbyists, where you have to have money.
Oh yeah,
run.
Yeah. Who is it?
It doesn't matter. It's gonna be Trump.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Biden.
Right.
We're all gonna have to deal with this horse shit.
Right.
And then I'm not smart enough, Cliff.
Right.
I'm not smart enough, and I don't give a fuck enough.
I don't know if
in
it's
my
that you're not smart enough. You just don't give a fuck enough.
Fair enough.
Because if you put bandwidth to paying attention,
true,
you would be able to form a better opinion. You know what I mean?
Even a better opinion doesn't matter. It's the fact of is that you can't. We need in America, we got to have that money gets removed from politicians. You shouldn't have to have.
Well, that's the only way to fix it.
You shouldn't have to have $100 million, 200, 300, $1 billion to run for president. Bottom line, you do right now. Right now, you do. I didn't know that when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I thought, every kid thinks that. Every kid today doesn't know the difference. They just go.
They think it's a democracy. They tell us it's a democracy, but
they don't even know what democracy. They just go, you got to be a good person, a good
person,
have good ideas.
We're told that it's a democracy, that you vote.
No. I'm saying the kids right now in kindergarten are being like, if you're a good person and you care, you can be president. And they go, yes, you're right. They don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, well, they say anyone could be president. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, no, they don't know that. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that even when I voted for fucking Bill Clinton in fucking 98, dude. I didn't know that. Or 96.
I always paid attention. I always paid attention to the for some reason, I don't know what it was. Maybe my grandfather, because he was like very like politically.
I guess that's the thing with America, with capitalism is, and it's always gonna be. I don't think it's gonna change in my lifetime.
You know what? The only way it changes.
So Trump 70-70, let's go.
It changes with conversation and people. You know how it changes? The only way it changes is if people realize that being polarized is ridiculous, right? If people wake up one day and they go, you know what? Fuck both these parties. It don't matter if Trump is the face of them. It don't matter if Biden's the face of them. If Bush is the face of them. If Clinton's the face of them.
And how much does it take for somebody to be shamed like that, Doug? For them to feel shame. You have to feel shame, which is unfortunate.
But them personally?
Everybody, that's my point. You have to feel shame. In my shame, how I felt when I decided fuck Democrats, fuck Republicans was probably about 15, 16 years ago.
Yeah.
And I went, this is embarrassing. I'm ashamed. And I go, fuck everybody. I voted for Trump, dog. I voted for Trump in the last election, not the first one. I voted. The second one I went, well, fuck, and I feel fucked up because I voted for him, and then I go, I was just throwing a rock. I was like, well, what's he gonna do?
No. But you shouldn't feel fucked up for voting.
Not ashamed, but I felt like this is like my last.
Felt dirty. You felt dirty. You felt dirty.
I felt because it does. It feels dirty. Yeah. It does because I'm throwing because I didn't have trust in him. It's not like I trusted him or like anything he said. I go, oh yeah, man, you're fucking nailing it, dude. I go, oh, I was just like outside the box. I go, well, he was a Democrat for so you get into all these categories where it's like stupid as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
these categories where you're like, oh, he's not a Democrat, he's a scumbag. You know, not Trump person. I'm not even talking about Trump at this moment. I'm saying you're a scumbag. Whoever. Yeah. You're building money. You got money. Blah blah blah. Fucking go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's the bottom line, bro. I don't know, but what I'm hoping, like I said, the only good thing that could come out of it is the fact that the more anyone from either party is held accountable, the more the other side automatically holds their,
But also, dog,
the other side accountable.
I love
so that's what
America,
I'm
bro,
hoping.
and that's the problem.
That's
is
what
that
it's
I love
about.
I do love
Yeah.
America. I
Me
love
too.
America, and a lot of people just they tune out, and that sucks too. So like, I'd rather see MAGA. I'd rather see extreme left, which sucks for me. I hate seeing that shit.
So you'd rather see it because the beauty
I have
of America,
to, bro. It is, bro.
Because the beauty of America is that both can exist.
It is.
Right? That's what you're
I'd
saying,
rather
right?
see it. Yeah,
I'm trying to get to the core of it.
Yeah.
You're saying it's a good thing
yeah.
because only in America can both of those things exist.
It is, man.
Right.
And then you go, it's fine. And all that shit you see on the internet with Twitter and whatever the social media is, you go, all right, whatever. Because I know if I met these people in person, they'd be fine. And it's like they wouldn't.
But most of these people aren't these people in real life.
That's what I'm saying.
Is not an accurate representation.
Exactly.
It's not an accurate representation.
Yeah, bro.
Of it.
Exactly, my friend. Yeah. Exactly, dog.
I fully agree with that.
And I feel because the older I get, and I've been in the military, and it's like, okay, and you think, you lean this way. I wasn't always that way. I would love the Democrats for some reason in the beginning were like, I guess that's what it is.
That's because you grew up. When you grow up around diversity, and this includes most people who are diverse, right, or not white, right? You tend the Democrats is who's been talking to those people more, right, for the last 20, 30, 40 years, even though they were originally on the opposite side. The parties flip often, right? But when we were coming up, that's who, so we automatically veer that, and I still veer that direction on most humanitarian things. But now the Democrats have turned into the censorship people, out of nowhere. Meanwhile, the Democrats were the people that were all about free speech and shit. So now how can I not lean, start looking at the right more when something that I love so much about the left is now more associated with the right?
And that's what sucked with me voting for Trump, because that's what it was. It was like, well, you guys pushed me too far. I can't do this. I can't do this fucking Democrat shit because you guys pushed me way too far. And freedom of speech and guns,
paramount.
Weren't even in there, because that's really my only two. Like, because I don't know all the things. But I go free speech. We got and guns. I just of whoever Democrat or Republican, whoever's in the office, I go, the people got to have that. The people got to have this so we can.
Yeah, the people need to have the right to protect themselves, and the people need to have the right to say whatever the fuck they want.
We got to be able to raise up and talk about it legally talk about it so that we can raise up. If these cocksuckers fucking, no matter what, Democrat or Republican or independent, whatever the fuck comes along. I mean, that's what happened in Germany. That was the problem in Germany. They legalized all the drugs. They had terrible problems with free speech.
Right.
And what the fuck happened?
This country does not exist to
so speaking of, like, to me, I watched this video, I was laughing, right? Because like there was parts of it I agree with. Like, I don't fuck with Tucker Carlson at all. I think he's a moron. I think Don Lemon's a moron on the other side. I think they're all fucking ridiculous.
You don't like his haircut?
People call exactly. Well, back with you. Well, I don't agree with that statement, but
that was Hillary calling black people super predators. They're out there raping.
But I respect your right to say it, Creamy Jeans. You know what I mean? And that's the point of America. And that's why I love America, because of its diversity, right? That's what makes me love America. Same thing you just said a minute or two ago. It's the diversity of America that makes it beautiful. You know what I mean?
I'll go out and kill a motherfucker right now for America, not for these cocksuckers reasons.
No, 100%. So Pete, I was watching this, I was laughing because there's certain things I fully agree with, but then you see the tone deafness of how both sides are just fucking morons.
So the media in this country do not exist to inform you, obviously, but to mislead you on behalf of the people in power. So it's not surprising the footage you're about to see has been hidden in years. It just surfaced in a PBS special, of all places. It shows the mayor of Washington, D.C., Muriel Bowser, and Tony Fauci in 2021 visiting residents in a black neighborhood in D.C. to push the COVID vaccine.
vaccine.
And you can assess for yourself how well that went.
So this is Ward 8. It's the typical social determinants of health, where they don't get good medical care, they have a high degree of HIV, high degree of COVID-19, the lowest level of vaccination.
So I'm not going to be lining up taking a shot or a vaccination for something that wasn't clear in the first place. And then you all create a shot in miraculous time. It takes years to create vaccination.
Well, it used to take years.
If it allows thousands of people like you don't get vaccinated, you're going to let this virus continue to percolate in this country and in this world.
Something like the common flu then, right?
You're going to pass.
Yeah, definitely. Because when you start talking about paying people to get vaccinated, when you start talking about incentivizing things to get people vaccinated, there's something else going on with that.
I won't keep you anymore.
It's okay, because my y'all campaign is about fear. It's about inciting fear in people. You all attack people with fear. That's what this pandemic is.
So before we move forward, let's just shout the brother out and tell him he's the fucking goddamn man, and he's fully on point.
I mean, the guy might be the greatest man of all time. There might need a statue in that goddamn neighborhood.
Right.
Jesus
on
Christ,
the porch.
dude.
Right. The
Straight
statue
up, bro.
have the porch and the steps and the fence. You know what I mean?
This guy is a man. This guy
Straight the fuck up.
just said what needed to be said, and yeah, I mean,
Facts.
straight up.
Facts. And we're not seeing it till 2 years later. Just to once
That
again
was 2
illustrate.
years ago?
That was 2021.
Holy shit.
Part of a PBS documentary that they specifically cut that part out.
Well, they got white people to feel bad, convincing all of them that they all were their family were slave owners, which we know now is false. Black people, they're gonna have to work on for a lot. I mean, honestly, bro, this ain't even a joke.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing with the media and government is they work on you to make you feel guilty.
Well, you ain't convincing black people of shit. A lot of my friends are black.
Well, they're working on it. They're working on it. As you can see,
it'll never happen.
You see the black. You see the black lady they sent. You see the black lady they sent to make this motherfucker try to feel guilty by fucking up his black community.
Look what has happened to black people throughout the years, bro. They ain't trusting a motherfucker to their own detriment.
You'd be
at
surprised.
times.
You'd be
To their own-
surprised.
No,
I
I
mean,
wouldn't be surprised.
I
wouldn't be
am.
surprised.
I'm
I
always
wouldn't be.
surprised. I'm
I'm connected. You
because-
gotta understand, Dust. I'm from New York. I'm connected with black motherfuckers that were the most anti. Bro, that's what makes me laugh about far right conservatives and like the black. You know how there's like this divide. The motherfuckers think alike in so many goddamn ways that it's unfucking believable. You know, if you could just get the racism shit taken care of, it would be all right.
The black Israelites can go.
Now, I'm not even talking about black Israelites. I'm talking about
I'm
literally
talking
just
about the
regular
black
ass.
Israelites can
That's
go
not what I'm
click
talking
up
about. I'm talking about
the
regular
Ronnie
New York black dudes. Regular New York black dudes are very similar to small town conservative white dudes. The way they look at the not trust of the government, the way they look at certain things. Black Israelites, bro, you're talking about full extreme. That's like I'm talking about just like, like those like, run of the mill conservative, a lot of America white dudes. And I'm just run of the mill in the hood black dudes. You know what I mean? There's a lot of linear thinking. There's a lot of thinking where people line up. But of course, but now what you're talking about is racist on both sides, black Israelites and like white supremacists. They're the same as well. They're the same as well. They're the same as well.
Whoa, bum.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about racism. I'm talking
Black
about
Israelites are racist, bro, and so are white supremacists. And those two parallel each other.
That's fine. I mean, that's your opinion. I mean, that's fine. You got an opinion. I get it.
I know
But,
you do.
I'm saying,
I know you're doing satire fun right now.
I'm not at all. I'm saying that black people and black Americans in general,
okay,
they don't like to believe.
So you're saying exactly what I just said. Black Americans in general, not black Israelites. You're
Here's
agreeing with me, and you forgot you're agreeing with me.
Here's a fun fact. Here's a fun fact I just learned the other day. Right, so I'll use it. Which is like, I didn't know this, bro. Black people. Black people, bro.
Thus, if it's real, say it. If it's a joke, you better land it.
I'm telling you right now, dude. Black people. Let me tell you something about black.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you something about black. Listen,
Better
bro.
land it.
Listen, bro.
Yeah,
Black
land it.
people. I just want to. Can we drink a beer right now?
He's valid. He pulled the ripcord. He pulled the ripcord. He knew two things. He knew it was either a bad point or a horrible joke.
I forgot what I was even gonna. I forget what I was gonna say. I just want to listen. It's 3 hours in. We're 3 hours. We're 2:45. Mel, Cass. I just want to salute Creamy Jeans. No, you. Kenny's in the house. Go to Amp for the God's sakes.
Let's get to the rest of this video real quick.
So great. The people of Ward 8 may be poor, but they're not stupid. Notice Tony.
This motherfucker want to sit there and call. He wants to call Fauci out of touch. Yeah, but right after this, he says how Fauci looked uncomfortable and scared in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? So it's like the tone deafness from every angle is crazy.
So great. The people of Ward 8 may be poor, but they're not stupid. Notice Tony Fauci gazes at them like he's walking to the zoo with contempt and a little bit of fear.
He's walking
So
to
he
those
kept
goddamn
getting
monkeys.
questions
Listen,
like this.
he's basically saying he's walking to these goddamn
people
monkeys'
of Ward 8
neighborhoods.
indeed.
That's
Bro,
what he's saying.
I'm telling you, bro. Like he literally, like.
That's what he's saying. This
You know
guy's
what
like just.
you know
What
what's
are you doing?
hilarious? You know what's hilarious about this, Dust? He literally is saying things that like are trying to insinuate that Fauci is being racist at the time, which he probably is, right? But also, Tucker Carlson is saying things that are overtly racist. So it's like double.
The
It's
zoo,
like double.
the race, the monkey. I mean, what are you getting at? What animal in the zoo you think? The monkey.
Right,
I got
double
you.
time. He's doing double time racism right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
DC. One lady asked Tony Fauci if the vaccine would prevent her from getting COVID. The most
COVID.
basic of all questions.
Questions.
Here's how Fauci responded.
I heard that it doesn't cure it and it doesn't stop you from getting it.
No.
So
On the very, very, very rare chance that you do get it, even if you're vaccinated.
My God, the level of it's so wild, bro. The pure level of lies that we were fed, and literally we got streams taken down, lost channels, bro. I had a TikTok video, bro, that got on World Star, got like 2 million views between TikTok and World Star, completely taken off of fucking TikTok, right? For saying shit like this, and now 2 years later, we're seeing this man lie right out of his mouth, bro. And then we're supposed to trust any cocksucker. Trump, it was Trump's vaccine. Don't forget, also, Trump was the Project Warp Speed trying to get this shit in our arms right away. Let's not forget. Let's not pretend like Trump isn't these people, right? Because he was like, my vaccine, Project Warp Speed, I might get the military to roll it out. People forget that he's these motherfuckers too. People forget, bro. Come on, bro.
I'd like to collectively ask, who's sitting there without the vaccine? Those are my dogs. Whoever's sitting there and didn't get the vaccine, shout out to you guys, dude. Because really, you're the truth.
Everybody, which is probably everybody except this fucking black bitch that his that chaperone.
Whoever didn't get the vaccine and held it down. I mean, listen, man. Shout out to you guys.
No, but I won't necessarily say that either. I won't necessarily say that either because if you got the vaccine, no, you won't. Because you literally, I know you're gonna do satire time again.
No,
I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you because this is real shit.
This ain't satire.
You said out of your mouth before what you love about America is that there's both sides of retards, and that's what makes America great.
That's not both sides, bro.
Yes, it is both sides.
No, it's
So
not.
if you were 75 years old, if you were 75 years old,
that was some bullshit.
What if you're
This is
75?
some bullshit.
What if you're 75? Should you have got vaccinated?
Fuck no.
Are you retarded?
no.
See, now this week gets silly. This week gets silly.
Should not. You should
Because
not.
that's who it was
You
taken
should have
out.
never.
Gus.
You should have never got the vaccine.
Gus,
Ever.
that's who was getting taken out, though. We can't deny that's who was getting taken out. But it wasn't taking you out.
It doesn't matter.
It wasn't taking him out. It wasn't
don't
taking
believe
the bitch on the steps out. That's the thing.
Well, this is where I take my stance. This is where we
take a
differ.
stance on what? Are
This
you?
is- This is where we differ, my friend.
Guys, let me tell everybody the truth right now, and Dust will not admit this to you, and I know he'll never admit it. Dust got vaccinated.
I wish.
No, seriously, guys, he's gonna always deny it. He got
They
one.
tried to get me
Dust got
vaccinated.
one.
I was in the hospital getting
Guys,
back surgery. You know,
do
they
not
came in every
listen.
day.
Dust was
and we're like,
vaccinated.
yo, get the vaccination. I was like, no.
No, Dust was
Fucking
vaccinated.
cocksuckers.
Dust is. You see this guy right here? You see this guy right here that has his microphone muted? He's going to pretend like he wasn't vaccinated. But this man with his microphone muted that's about to fall back on his chair, that his wife won't be home for 3 days. He'll probably jerk off 4 times tomorrow. This man was vaccinated. Don't ever forget it. Nah, but I didn't get vaccinated. I didn't get vaccinated either. You know that. You know.
Knock.
Thanks, everybody. We appreciate all y'all.
Knock.
Nah. Knock. Goose hair.
Knock.
Goose hair.
Vax
who?
Vax, Your Honor. Excited that I told you that I got to take a piss right now. Why don't you fucking do something with your goddamn life, you son of a bitch?
You know what I think, Dust? Oh, now we have to stay on for another couple minutes when I was actually thinking about wrapping it. But we still here with the 6. We got the loyal 6 still rocking with us. They wouldn't let you have it be in the house. That's what I'm saying. He's lying. Dust was vaccinated. He's going to deny it no matter what. But I do know that Dust got 1 round of the worst one, the Myrna. Nah, but all jokes aside, I wasn't vaccinated either. But the whole point of that thing is it shows you how out of touch Tucker is, how out of touch Fauci is, how out of touch everybody is except the regular people. That's the main reason I wanted to show that shit. You know, because it's wild as fuck to me. And on the same token, if you were an old-ass motherfucker, 70 and up, probably was a good idea. But for us, even me and Dust being obese, middle-aged white men, wasn't a good idea for us.
We obese, Wiggers.
But Uncle Dust did get vaccinated, so don't ever let him tell you nothing different. That is a fact.
I don't play that shit. I don't do that shit.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, that's where I'm at, right? Like,
catfish. Listen, I don't do that vaccination shit.
I didn't get it, but I definitely don't judge anybody who did. That's a matter. You know,
over here trying to play
my wifey got it. My wifey got it. Yo, wifey got it.
Well, we're not gonna sit here and bash your wife because you want us to, Cliff.
Yeah, no, wifey got it. She got
My wife did too. Listen,
I told her to get the Johnson. I told her to get the Johnson & Johnson. What did your wifey get? Let's see who the real smart one is here.
Who she got the Anheuser-Busch?
She got the Meister Brow. Stop
She
saying
got the
Anheuser.
goddamn Michelob Light. She got the Michelob Light.
She got the Natty Light. You fucking lying cocksucking fucking food stamp having motherfucker.
Listen, you're over here playing your games. That's fine.
Bro, I'm wishing I had food stamps again, by the way. You fucking fake ass conservative.
I got fucking vaccinated. I'm not even ashamed of it, dude. Understanding basic science is a good look, dude.
Right. Yeah, the elderly. That's the point.
Listen, while Cliff is going on about, loving people that got vaccinated, which I don't appreciate. If you got vaccinated, you're a fool. And it's too bad for you. You're a fucking clown. Knock it off. Go get it sucked out of your system like a goddamn snake bite.
Go get unvaccinated. Go get unvaccinated.
They should have unvaccinated sites, dog. I mean, honestly, bro. Honestly.
Right. The same way they had vaccinated sites, they should have unvaccinated sites where people.
Cliff, I'm not even lying, dude.
Yo, get this spike protein out of me. Get this fucking spike protein out of me right now.
Thank you. And they should have a snake bite suction system. Get it
real quick. Which vaccine did your wife get?
I can't believe you asked that question. Like I give a fuck.
No, I really want to know. Did she get Pfizer? Did she get Pfizer or Moderna?
No.
Which one?
When I tell you, when I tell you this, I want you to really let this seep in. I want you to really seep in. When my wife that I've been married to for 365, I want you guys to go in your calculator and times 365, 20 times 20, and you go, oh, that's a long time, Dusty. Jesus Christ, that's a long time to be with one person in the same house, 10 feet away. And you go, God damn, that means something. Sure it does. And then you go, all right, fine. All right, Dusty. What kind of business infiltrated her blood system to murder her and possibly give her a bunch of problems that I'm going to have to deal with later that they're not going to have to deal with? But
can I tell you guys what I'm doing right now? Because it'll be much more interesting than what Dust is saying.
I will hope you die.
I am currently transporting urine from my teacup into a bottle, so there'll be enough room in my pee cup.
This might be the best goddamn podcast ever invented, and I'm fucking positive of it.
That's what I was doing right now. I was transferring some pee into this bottle, so I will then therefore have enough room to pee inside of the cup.
All right. Listen,
Just so you guys
Creamy
know.
James, ill-minded. I love you guys.
No, Dust, you can't go now. I was gonna let you go, and
No,
then you're like, I
Zion.
gotta go pee. Now you gotta stay for a minute.
I just want to tell you guys something. When fucking Hitler decided that he was going to take drugs.
Stop.
Hey,
Dust,
you're American.
Dust, I don't know where you're going with this, but I had to mute you for a second, bro, because you're
What are you talking
reckless
about?
and it's late, and then you just
What are you
scared
doing?
me.
We're only 3 hours in, dude.
Can I let you?
Get the fuck out.
Can I let you finish your Hitler?
Hold on. I got
Conf,
you.
know?
I'm gonna give you wigga conf. This is
All
wigga
right,
conf.
give me a cup. I get
All right,
scared.
shut the fuck up, dude. I'm over here. Listen. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking. Come on, man. You know me better to be like, oh, well, Dusty's gonna. You know what I mean? He's gonna
No, I
fucking
don't.
what?
No. I actually know you good enough to
I'm
know.
not gonna do a goddamn seek wigga. I'm not gonna do a seek wigga fucking hand signal.
Bro, we're 3 hours in, dog.
I'm over here wearing a goddamn nacho fucking wig ray mask, trying to entertain the people, dude.
Oh my lord, bro.
I just want to salute everybody, man. Salute everybody that stick with us this long, man. We're some clowns.
What did Roy say?
We don't know
I
what
got
we're
it.
doing.
Oh,
We don't
we're
know
straight
what
clowns, and we definitely don't know what we're doing, especially the Dust, and that's why I want to kill him sometimes. But I love him for it at the same time. It's like this fucking crazy balancing act. You know what I mean? It's like, bro. You know what makes our show great, and we'll continue to make it great. Is it's like a perfect balance of like trying to be a real show and also not being one. You know, it's like, here's this segment, here's this little song we made, and then also somebody pissing on microphone. It's like fucking...
Not heard the Wiggas had some words for me.
The words are, "What up, my wigger?"
Yeah, the words are.
What's the word, Matt? What's good, man?
Mine comp wigger.
Mad love, my brother.
I don't
Always love out this biatch.
I just want to thank everybody.
You got another half hour in you?
I'm over here trying to tell the people how much I love them. You're over here trying to fucking move me on. Why?
All right, tell them how much you love them. Go.
I love you, cocksuckers. And I just want you to know, if you got the shot, dude, it's fine. We all fail sometimes. Other than that, we're just a couple wigs out here fucking in the streets, dude, with National Libre masks on.
Just doing what we can, right?
Yeah, some of us fucking, we're able to deny the all-seeing eye that's in the sky, bars. And if those who wish for us to take a dish, that's shit. We don't play that as if. You motherfuckers know better.
Have a shot. You know what? I'll get into that regardless, even if Dust leaves in a few minutes, because I'll probably stay on. I told myself 12:30 hard out. I'll probably give it one. Dust, you're gonna stay on for at least another few. I'm gonna go take a piss.
17 more hours.
Speaking of fucking Hitler, we'll play this little clip of when our boy Bunjo, who lives in South America, near Hitler, like German areas in South America, you've seen that Tim Kennedy show. The rumors are that Hitler, went to South America after he fled Germany. We'll watch a little bit of this, maybe cut it off. But my man LM said there's no age in music either. I do tend to agree with that for the most part, but it's also good to have other options as age, you know what I mean? As age increases.
Yeah, I mean,
Bunjo.
Shout out Bunjo. What up, brother?
Go
My
follow.
dog.
This is Bunjo on YouTube. Another good brother, very supportive.
Big time. Has a great vlog for South America. A real one. Down there fucking sniffing out the coke that they
But he's fucking he's down there in South America banging all the escaped Nazi lineage.
Dog.
All of it, bro. All of it. He used to have a stable of ex-Nazi hoes. You know that, right?
Dog, you have to watch Bunjo's video where he was Theo Vaughn had a contest and it was a stand-up contest to have on his show.
Mhm.
And the story that Bunjo tells in itself is, I'll never forget it. I'm telling you, and I've heard some stories. You need
Yeah.
to watch it.
Yeah.
I wish maybe Bunjo will come on one day and we'll play that fucking video and have him talk about it. Because
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
So Bunjo, shoot me the link for that video, bro. Inbox me on Instagram or YouTube or whatever. But also make sure you include those Nazi nipple pics. All right. Like, I've been asking you for months, bro. First time I met this dude. He's like, yo, bro. He's like, I'm from South America, Peru. He's like, you don't even understand. I've been taking down these ancestors of Nazis, like these, like he's like they're these Aryan fucking Peruvians running around, just fucking just throwing around fucking, you know, like they don't put their arm up all the way, but they get it up halfway, and then like that makes them good at hand jobs. All sorts of crazy shit he was telling me, bro. So I want those pictures, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping he finds the bones of Hitler down there, bro, and fucking we cash in on that shit, dude. I'll fly down there. We can do a vlog on that.
Like how high? We could smoke the bones of Hitler, bring back his ghost. You know what I mean? And maybe he'll tell us where he put all the Jewish gold. You know what I mean? And then bang, that's a movie, bro. That's a movie, bro.
Original WHigz. What that was what was it? How high? Okay, yeah.
It's the plot line of How High to a Degree. You know, they smoke the dude and then he makes them know the shit for school, right? I think that was the but our shit would be you know, and we'll give a certain percentage of it to our Jewish friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we'll like be like reparations too at the same time. You know what I mean?
We'll make another Holocaust movie. It's fair as fair.
Yeah, with Hitler and we can actually be authentic because we'll have Hitler's ghost playing. You know what I mean? The lead role. You know what I'm saying, bro? Come on, bro. Be the most authentic. You know what I mean? You know,
and we and at the end, they'll be gone, and we'll just jump on them and mash on them, and they'll be like, "Oh, you know, of course, dude. These guys are doing a good deed."
Yeah, of course. By the end, it's like, you know, Hitler. Yeah, like we trick Hitler out of the Jewish gold. You know what I mean? And then we get like there's like a Ghostbuster kind of character. You know what I mean? And then like he figures out a way where he can like get rid of Hitler's ghost for good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, you know, so basically we wrote like How High Ghostbusters, you know what I mean? Schindler's List. We just wrote How High Ghostbusters Schindler's List. You know what I mean? Like straight up.
Jesus Christ, dude, that's a fucking hit.
That's
man.
a hit.
And with all the places we can put it, we'll find a place for it. Amazon, YouTube. We'll just do straight to YouTube.
Dusty.
No.
How are you, son of a bitch?
I was just looking at Twitter, seeing if we
WHigz list.
Yeah, see if we had anything on.
Jesus Christ, bro. What is your mic on? What is your mic on right now, you fucking maniac?
17,000. It's on 17,000.
All right. You know what, Dust? If you want to boogie, you boogie. I will talk about the Caleb Plant fight a little bit. Or you want to hang out?
Yeah, I love you.
What do you want to do? You're done, right? Yeah, exactly. Dusty. All right, so my man Not requested talk about this fight a little bit. This is on Saturday, the 25th. Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez. These dudes cannot stand each other. You have a guy who's a volume boxer, crazy reach, crazy volume. Looks like he has crazy power so far in David Benavidez. He's undefeated. You have my man Caleb Plant, more of a traditional boxer, but with slick skills. You know, if you want to talk about skills, Caleb Plant, I would argue, as far as white boxers, he might be the most skilled, arguably, white boxer of all time. The dude has good reach, good distance management, you know, doesn't have great power, but he showed great power in his last fight, which was a knockout of my man Anthony Durrell, right? And then you got Now you got these dudes that can't stand each other. Caleb Plant has talked about David Benavidez. Pardon me. David Benavidez has talked about Caleb Plant's unborn child. They had run-ins at the gym. These dudes been circling each other for a while. All right. And now you're going to see this fight. Play a little highlights of both of them in the background while I'm talking about it. You see Benavidez is a freak from most weight classes. Very tall, very rangy. I believe, what is he, 6? He's 6'2". Caleb Plant 6'1". You got a 74-inch reach for Benavidez, a 74-inch reach for Plant. If it's a pure boxing match, Plant will win this fight. If Benavidez can make it dirty, get on the inside, not let Caleb Plant work distance, David Benavidez will most likely win this fight. But we haven't seen David Benavidez against the highest level competition as of yet. You know, he's fought a couple guys. You know, we have a little bit of a gauge. You know, he fought David Lemieux, but that's towards the end of his career. Knocked him out, right? There's really no Anthony Durrell. He beat him years ago, but not as sensationally as Caleb Plant did. So that's a common opponent. Jalen Love, that's a decent win. But of course, Caleb Plant, he held his own against Canelo Alvarez. He looked good in the Canelo fight. You know, in the Canelo fight, arguably he was winning the first 4 or 5. I wouldn't say 6, but he was probably winning the first 4 or 5 rounds, Caleb Plant. You know, and then Canelo figured him out, figured out the timing, started landing big shots, and eventually Caleb Plant, my man right there, you see him, slick, great jab, great movement. This is the Uzagi fight, or however the hell you say his name. This is one of his best wins that he's had yet. His best win to date, arguably probably would be what he did to Durrell, you know, knocked him out, clean shot, beautiful shot. But he also did beat Uzagi, whatever the hell his name is. Can't say it properly. Caleb Truax, that's a great win. You know, Caleb's been, you know, he's only lost the top level guys. You know, and then like I said, the most important thing, held his own against Canelo. Looked good in the fight, most of the fight. Eventually, Canelo figured him out, beat him up for round 6 to 10. I think it was a 10th round TKO. Canelo got him, I'm almost sure. Might have been 11. But he held his own, right? And then Caleb Plant comes out in the Durrell fight and flashes a power and speed combination, because he's always been a great timing puncher. He times punches great, but he timed everything, sat on the punch. He's had a new trainer he's been working with for the past couple fights. Maybe he's teaching him how to sit on his punches a little better. So it's a hard fight to call for me. You know, I'm going a little more for Plant just based off the fact that Benavidez has said some scumbag shit. And I'm big on not being a scumbag. I'm big on not being a cunt. You know the WHigz motto, so you can't be confused by that.
Don't be a cunt. Don't be a cunt. Hey.
You know, don't be a cunt. You could talk shit and not be a cunt. You don't got to talk about people's kids. You know, you don't got to take it to the next level. You know, so I'm going for Plant, but I love Benavidez. Every single fight I've watched of his, I've been thoroughly entertained. His fights are more entertaining than Caleb Plant's fights are for the most part. So either guy wins, I'm good with it. I might favor Plant a little bit based upon technique, but Benavidez is a destroyer, Mexican fighter, granite gin so far. Let's see what happens. Caleb Plant might be able to land one of those pinpoint, beautiful fucking shots, but it's hard to pick against Benavidez as well, because the dude is just fucking seek and destroy. Straight up seek and destroy. So, going to be a hell of a fight. That's this Saturday. 2-3 against... No. See, this is the difference. You're 100% right in that there's not pop on his punches. But watch that fight again. Take out any, love you might have for Canelo, which is what I try to do every time I watch a fight. I try to get fandom out of it and just watch it punch for punch. Caleb Plant was outboxing Canelo for the first half of the fight, almost the first entire half, close to it, 4 or 5 rounds minimum. Canelo even said, I couldn't even really get going until the 5th to 6th round. So, this is something that he acknowledged as well. He didn't acknowledge I lost 4 or 5 rounds because not many people are going to say that. But he did acknowledge he had a hard time with Plant early on. They have to do something to bring the crowds back to boxing. They should give the audience night vision and turn the lights off. Yeah. The problem with boxing is there's so many more boxers than there is in just the UFC, even though other people, watch outside of the UFC. But the problem with boxing is just so many promotional vehicles, so many people vying for the venues that night. So it's all politics. The beauty of the UFC is they've monopolized MMA, right? So that's what makes the UFC superior at this point to a degree. But there's still a ton of great boxing cards and great boxing matches every year. I suggest people pay a little more attention because you're missing a lot of great fights. But I don't disagree. They need to do something. Because boxing is hurting right now. But I'll tell you one thing, the one fight that might make them do something, and this is something, being that we're talking about this right now, we might as well do a little slight preview of this. Because honestly, this right here is the type of fight that could just straight revitalize boxing completely, right? You have Tank Davis, young beast, knockout puncher, just taking everybody out for the most part. You got Ryan Garcia, who is the naturally bigger man, right? He has he has the longer reach. He has the natural size advantage, even though a lot of people might not realize that to be the case. And that's why Tank Davis actually put in a major hydration clause for Ryan Garcia. So he's trying to kind of like, dry him out a little bit. Maybe Garcia doesn't come into the fight completely 100%, but we can't use that as an excuse. And what we really need to do is give all respect to these two young fighters. All right. Tank Davis, how old is Tank? These dudes are 25 and under, right? Ready to go to war right now. This shit right here could literally rejuvenate the sport of boxing, right? So if you're gonna think about watching a fight, something similar to what you would get back in the day more, right? Two young guys before the politics, took complete control of boxing. This right here is the fight you want to watch. You got two kids, two guys under 20, 25 years old. You got speed, you got a left hook. Ryan Garcia got one of the craziest left hooks you ever seen in your damn life. He got speed, like Mosley had back in the day in his prime. That type of special speed. Yeah, I'm bugging. I'm throwing numbers out because I'm trying to pull shit up. Both guys under 30. Do me a favor, not look up Ryan Garcia's age for me. I didn't realize Tank was that old though. I did think Tank was a little closer to. I thought 27, even though I said 25. But I did think 27 in my head. I kind of checked myself without saying anything. But look at that shit, though. See that shit right there? Destroyer. Bang! But let's also keep this in mind, right? This right here, one of the most devastating knockouts you're ever going to see. But Leo Santa Cruz had no business fighting at that weight, right? So that's a huge win for Gervonta Davis. But you have to take a couple points off it due to the fact that Leo Santa Cruz, who will be a boxing Hall of Famer, by the way, but Leo Santa Cruz did not belong in that weight class. And Santa Cruz was doing decent. Up until the time Santa Cruz got stopped, he was doing good in that fight. But then Tank, what he does is he starts fights fairly slow. He watches, he waits for moments. He's one of the best counter punchers in the game right now, and with devastating fucking power. So he looks for the spots, usually second, third, fourth round. If he's going to get you out of there, even though he has the potential to get you out of there late in the fight as well, usually if he doesn't get you out of there by 4 or 5, you'll see him settle in often, and just turn into a little more of a boxer. Why do both these guys only fight featherweights? Yeah, well, you know what? I think, in my opinion, even though Ryan Garcia is the bigger man to a degree, I think Tank could easily float up and down weights higher, but he's choosing not to. I think Ryan Garcia is coming into his weight more. Because if you look at Garcia's frame, you know, he's a very, very, very thin frame. You know, he doesn't have, you know, his shoulders are fairly wide. But even though Tank is short, I think the reason Tank fights the little guys more is because of the height deficit that he's going to continue to encounter as he moves up. But I think as far as being able to hold the weight and the power transitioning as he moves up, I think Tank's going to do it with no problem. Oh, that body shot on Luke Campbell that Garcia landed there, mean, if that's the one you're talking about. And that's his best win, right? So if you take Ryan Garcia's best win and you take Tank's best win, I'm taking Ryan Garcia's best win right now. You know, even though Tank fought a couple more guys with a little name recognition, you know, yeah, that was a Fortuna shot you were talking about. Yeah. This was a good win for Garcia as well, but Fortuna's not what he was. Fortuna at one point was looking like he might be a super special fighter, but he never came to that fruition 100%. But if you want to talk about a fight that has the potential to change the game, to change the sport, because you're going to have two young fan bases coming out, right? Tank Davis, that's another good win for Tank. The Mario Barrios fight, that was a tough fight. Mario Barrios is a hard out for anybody. Good fight. Has the young audience behind him. Ryan Garcia has all the girls behind him. The girls love him, and he has the young audience behind him. So even though it's the streaming era, a lot of these young people, like the Jake Paul is a good example of it, all these YouTube fights, they spend the money on the pay-per-views often. So it's possible that this fight could pull a mill. It really is possible that pay-per-view numbers-wise, with these two young guys fighting in their prime, you know, Ryan Garcia might not even have hit his prime yet. Tank Garcia is coming right into his prime. You don't see this very often. So that's the one main thing. We got to take our hats off to these dudes. I said I gave the wrong age for Tank before. But two guys under 30, that was a mean left uppercut to the body. You know, once Tank gets you hurt too, that's another thing about Tank. Once he gets you hurt, good chance you're getting out of there. But Ryan Garcia, he has a very similar, you know, he's a little more of a boxer as well. Lets his hands go more at times. But he's also fairly counterpunch driven, you know, especially when it comes to, like, you watch the Luke Campbell fight. He was a little more looking for his shots, you know. But two young guys, right? Two big punchers. Both of them have destroyed people. Ryan Garcia didn't look good 2 fights ago. That's the only fight that makes me a little, but that was his first fight back since he took a nice little, you know, break for like a mental health break, you know. And he didn't look great in that fight. The first fight back, he won decisively, shut out, but wasn't sitting on his shots, didn't land too many punches of note, you know, but he looked really good in the Fortuna fight, you know. So two young guys putting it all on the line early in their career. You know, Tank has more to lose than Ryan, right? Because Ryan's younger. Ryan accepted, you know, this clause to dry him out as far as hydration. You know, so I think Tank has a little more to lose. You know, you got to lean towards Tank in this fight, but Ryan Garcia has a lightning left hook, the likes of not many people have ever delivered in the history of the sport. He has crazy fast hands, you know, top 10 fast hands in the last, you know, 10, 15, 20 years for sure. You know, Amir Khan, Shane Mosley. There's a lot of people you can name. But as far as anybody who's been active in the past 10, 15 years, Ryan Garcia is up there. So, hell of a fight. Respect to the two young dudes for stepping in the ring. A little bit of shit on Tank for making all the weight clause bullshit, because that's some weirdo shit. Just fight the dude, pick a weight. But shout out to Ryan Garcia for agreeing to everything. He's daring to be great. Tank is a bigger star as far as pay-per-view numbers. And, you know, at the end of the day, made the best man win. No way their generation and fan base steal everything. We got to see, not, you know, because regardless if they steal it, they're spending the money right now. A lot of the OGs, what are we doing? I know I stream a lot of fights. I don't pay for that many pay-per-views nowadays, but these young motherfuckers are showing out. You think any OGs are paying for Jake Paul, for YouTube fights, for Gervonta Davis fights? Maybe some, But a lot of them is the young generation showing up for them. So I think there's a chance. There's a chance the young generation shows up big. We got to see. Plus the OGs too, right? I might even pay for this fight, depending on the setting. You know? He ran for his life. Go see it. Yeah, Garcia looked terrible in that fight. Yeah, the African Toge or Tagao or whatever his name was. Yeah, he looked bad, but it's hard to look good, to your point, when a guy runs for his life. You know, the Pacquiao-Joshua Clottey fight is always a great fight to illustrate that. That was Pacquiao in his prime, destroying everybody. Could have destroyed the dude if he would have let him, but he stood the whole fight, hands up, covering up both sides. You know, so, yeah. But, yeah, he didn't look great in that fight, but he looked good against Fortuna. And Tank didn't look great in his last fight, right? Even though he won, he took care of business. It's not like he looked amazing up until the time he finished the dude, who was a far lesser opponent. So we got some interesting shit to look at, you know? Two young lions stepping in the ring. Most young lions are too puss to do that. Most old lions are too puss to do that, or let politics get in the way of it, or a little bit of money on their purse, a la Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, a la Tyson Fury, Usyk. I heard that fight is off the table for now. So let's give a lot of respect to Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, and let's see where this fight lands. The De La Hoya and Floyd cosign do still pull a lot of weight. Yeah, 100%. No doubt about it. And that's what makes it big too, right? This is like almost like Ryan Garcia was De La Hoya's dude. Tank was Floyd's dude, even if they don't deal with them quite as much or in different ways now. Still originated from them. Obviously, there's that rivalry between those two that will always be talked about. They had a great fight, you know, years ago. One I thought De La Hoya won for a long time. I watched it in recent years. I'm a little more, you know, split on that. But yeah, there's a lot. Watch the Tank Gamboa fight. What you say here? Watch the Tank Gamboa fight. Yeah, 100%. 100%, bro. Those were, at the end of the day, Tank probably will be favored for now. But I would not be surprised at all if Ryan Garcia wins. Whoever the three people that are still here, love you. I appreciate you. Me and Uncle Dust, we love you. We appreciate you. We hope to see you next week. Please join the Discord if you're not in it already. I'm going to drop the link for the Discord again. We've been opening it up a little more in recent months. We just want to keep the vibes right in there. You know, we could talk shit. If we're going to talk shit, let's keep it respectful. If you're going to be disrespectful, take it into the Wigga War Zone room. We truly appreciate all support. We're doing our best to give you a good show every week. Hopefully we do all right at that. We love you. We appreciate you. My love from Uncle Dust to y'all. See you next week. Always remember the motto of the WHigz.
Don't be a cunt. Don't be a cunt. Hey, don't be a cunt.